Hey, it says we're live. Welcome to the Bob and Tam show tonight.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
So it could be night, could be day. We started a little bit earlier because they put that stupid countdown in, and we don't ask for that. You don't pick it; they just throw it in there. So we wanted to actually be it where you guys can actually see us at
7 o'clock.
well Eastern time. Depends on where you're at. Could be over in California, it'd be 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Or Neil's time.
3 o'clock.
There you go.
So we got some exciting things going on tonight we're going to talk about, and we've also got a guest coming up. We're going to have Chase from Thunder Beach Productions over there in Panama City Beach. He's going to be coming on and telling you guys a whole bunch of exciting stuff he's got. We've been reading some stuff on it, so we'll bring some of that up to him and have him talk about it. And so it's pretty exciting. And looks like we'll see how many vendors they've got set up. I don't know if he's got a total number on that yet or not.
PDK from Tennessee, I guess Tennessee, says 15.
There we go. The team back to you. So,
Team Nation.
So we'll give it a few minutes here to get everybody going. He's going to come on in about 30 minutes at 7 on the 30. And so that'll be pretty neat. And then we've got some more stuff. We got a couple really neat videos coming up in the next couple days that we've got some great people that are going to be on it. We've got everything from Billy Lane, the bike builder, to Corey Ness from Harlan Ness. We've also got, who else is on there?
Jody.
Rusty Wallace and his son Steve. If you don't know who Rusty Wallace is, he was a big NASCAR racer and won a lot of races and retired. And now his son has a motorcycle, Southern Motorcycle. It's not, I thought it was Southern Choppers, but it's Southern Motorcycle.
Is it Southern Comfort? No.
No, that's a liquor. And so they're going to be coming up on a video. And then we've also, I just finished it today, the Sons of Speed. We got a whole bunch of those guys. And if you don't know anything about that race, it's
really
done
cool.
during Daytona Bike Week. And it starts on that first Saturday. And what makes it so unique is it goes back to old school Harleys and Indian. There's actually an Indian bike there and a couple other bikes. But it goes back to the early 1900 bikes. They even have a race, which I didn't put in the video. If you look, you might hear the bike go by. But they even have a one-cylinder race, which is what started all the racing. The bikes had one cylinder back then. And which is crazy about these races, which we have a lot of footage of that, but I didn't. It already, with the interviews and showing you the bikes and all that stuff, it went pretty long. So it's like 12 minutes long now. So we wanted, I've got a lot of that. If you guys like that and you want to see more of the bikes going around the track, things like that, I can make another video up just of the racing. So that's kind of, we'll see how that goes. If you guys are interested, we'll put it up. It seemed like the video that came out yesterday that was about Bike Week, it didn't draw a lot of attention. I don't know if you guys are kind of getting tired of hearing about Daytona. It's over. You're done with it. I don't know. I do have one more video that I just finished too. That's going to probably come out in the next day or two. That's kind of a highlight of it. It's got that's one that's also got Rusty Wallace in it, and it's got Corey Ness and two of the vendors. I think we forgot about putting them up, which they might have. I might have not. But they'll be at Panama City Beach, which is Wide Open Customs, which does the fairings and stuff, which is kind of neat. And
the detachable fairings.
Yep.
So if you've got like a Sportster or a Fat Boy or a Deluxe, something like that, and it doesn't have a fairing, you can put a fairing on, and it's got your whole stereo system in it.
And it comes right off. And
yeah.
So it's kind of neat.
So you can ride it with or without.
So
whatever you're
that video will be coming up next day or so. And then also Ciro3 D. I don't know if we put that one up of her. They got a brand new luggage coming out. They don't have it out yet. And they got some new lights and stuff that she shows us. And I don't know if I put that in during Daytona or not. So we kind of got them in there. And then we also got Rusty Wallace and Corey Ness talking. So that's kind of neat. If any of you are fans of those or like to hear them or see them, we've gotten Rusty Wallace several times over the years, and but Corey Ness was the first time. We've got some really great people this time around in Daytona that we've never got to speak to before. So I guess we're getting around. People are starting to hear about us, and then we go up there. They're like, actually, Rusty Wallace remembered us, and so it's kind of neat. And so yeah. Got questions or anything?
No, everybody's just saying hi. We got Rick's on there from Dallas, Georgia, which is where my daughter's in-laws are from. My son-in-law is from around that area.
We were just, Dallas. I was thinking over there, and where we just went last weekend.
Oh, no.
So.
And then TL outside. And this is outside. So Josie Wallace and Kenny Schrader are good old Missouri boys. Short track legends back in their day.
Yeah.
Richard Brooks, I see you made it home from Florida.
Yep,
We
we've
saw
seen
you
it
on Facebook.
Yep. Seen the trailer backed up to the back to the garage.
To the house.
And, so yeah. So yeah, so it's everything's going pretty smooth.
I want you to say your pating.
I already said pating once to the first person that came on and said pating. I said pating back too.
Oh, there's Della.
So we've
Thank
got
you, Dallas.
a whole bunch of the new stickers just showed up. We don't have them yet. They're down at her friend's house, and we just got those in. So we have a lot of the brand new design. It's kind of like this, but not like this one. This is the only one.
That way.
There it is, right there. That's the only one that I can put up. It doesn't have the white around it, but it's similar to that, but with the flag. But it's more kind of see. It looks like the flag's kind of waving. That's probably the logo we're going to go with. I've got a bunch. Oh, if you're getting on our Facebook page and anybody tries to sell you T-shirts that doesn't have my name at the top, report it. Luckily, Paula let me know it was on there, and I got to delete it. Hukasan from Busan or Iraq or wherever the hell the guy was from, but they're all it's
Don't
all
buy
scams.
them. They're going to take your money and run. You're not going to get a T-shirt.
And then you'll be complaining to me, and I'm like, So we delete it as soon as I see it, and I block the guy. So, but I mean, he'll find another name and come up next week probably. So just to let you know, if there's any T-shirts that come up on our Facebook page, if it's not from me, it's not real. And then let us know, and I'll take it down. So that's on that. And so we got a lot of neat stuff going on. We've got something set up with Leesburg. We're going to be talking to the owner of Gator Harley in a couple of weeks. We'll have them on and get a rundown of what's going over there in Leesburg. What we're hearing, and I don't know if you're a Leesburg fan or not, it's a small rally, but what we're hearing is they really want to get rid of the spring rally and they want to only do the fall rally. Now, like I said, we're going to talk to John over there at Gator, and we'll find out what he's going to do. They said April is just so hot. I don't know. It could be. Today was hot. It was in the 90s here today. So in November, it could still be 90 degrees. So it's Florida.
Like global warming going on, so you never know what the temperature is going to be like.
So today we're at Chick-fil-A. So we're using our Wi-Fi and gets a good signal here. And
you turned it that far.
They seem to be all right with us doing it. We didn't ask. We just thought, what the heck.
Well, I asked the girl that was sitting here. I said, "Can we sit there?"
Well, we were back there in that corner, but the glass, it was kind of bright. Now it's getting looks like it's going to rain, but I think we're going to miss a lot of the rain. We're right there on that line where they're getting really bad storms up north. If you're up there in Alabama, like they had tornado through there, Georgia, all that's you're probably going to get that weather here real soon. And so yeah, we've been kind of skipping by and not too bad. And somebody's going to have a whole lot of new clothes to be showing me soon.
Oh my gosh. It's not me. He's taking me shopping every day. He's like, "Let's go." And I'm like, "All right." We get in the car and he takes me shopping. And I'm like, I don't have any room to put any more stuff. We're done. He's just, try this on. Anyway, I forgot I didn't see you there. I know it's AS pipes now, not as pipes.
So watch shaking the screen there.
Oh, sorry.
The table moves a lot.
Am I making us jiggly wiggly?
Looks like an earthquake. We're not in California anymore.
No.
8 a.m.
Tony T says hello from Boston.
How's the weather up there? And so yeah, here today was in the 90s. Tomorrow, I think it's going to cool down a little bit. We're actually supposed to get most of our rain tomorrow, and so hopefully tomorrow we'll get time to sit down and film all the prizes that we're giving away, so you guys can see what they are instead of us talking. We got corrected by Ciro that I was saying on the cup holder it was coming with a mirror mount, and it's actually the one that goes to
the bar.
Well, no, it goes to the two screws. I think that's the one right there where it holds your grips and all that on turn signal on one side and master cylinder on the other. Clutch on one side, master cylinder on the other. And I think it goes to those two screws. Well, when I just looked at it and I didn't look at the box. So I don't think anybody would have made a difference either way. You're getting something for free, but she wanted to make sure I knew, and I appreciate her telling me.
Yeah.
And because we want to let you know what you're getting. I don't want somebody to say, "Well, I thought it was going to connect to my mirror. I was going to take my mirror off and stick it in that hole." I don't know how the mirror one works, but
I don't know.
I thought when
we just typed it in on their
off their website.
to make sure what we got, and we just put whatever was on the box, and then that's what came up, and so that's what he wrote as a description.
So we'll correct that
Yeah.
tomorrow. And I was going to do it today, but we were driving around and
Wow, 3 tornado warnings in Ohio in the last 5 hours.
it's bad. We had them down
I
here
hope you're
last
in the
week.
basement.
Yeah. Here they don't know what basements are.
No,
Seems- and,
drives
but
me crazy. They don't have basements, they don't have attics, and so nobody uses their garages for cars. Sorry, I keep messing it up. So it drives me crazy. And nobody knows. I don't know why you can't put a basement. I can see in Louisiana. 'Cause
I think
the
it's just
table,
to
water
be
table.
too expensive. Like in California, they don't have neither. And I think it's just too expensive to put the concrete in. And depending on where you're at in the United States, it has concrete, I guess. I don't know, but you can put a parking garage underneath a building. So I just think cost-wise, it's not feasible.
Well, they got money out there to burn, so I don't know why they can't put a garage in the basement in the house.
Just add another couple $100,000 to the house. So instead of being $1 million, it'd be $1.2 million.
We did find that one, remember? It was in like North Tustin. It was kind of like a
Well,
split foyer,
yeah.
kind of like, but it did have a basement because then you could walk out because we had walk out basements. Anyway, so Dallas, did you ever have your live? Because I didn't get a notification. I haven't heard of a Michigan basement. Haven't you ever heard of a Michigan basement? What's that? Lug nut? A Michigan basement.
Heard of a Michigan basement. You have a basement in Michigan. Basement is under your house.
Yeah.
You usually have
I
steps
don't know
to go
anything
down.
about concrete. Nothing. You have a crawl space underneath yours, right? You just
Dig it
under
out.
the trailer, you just rip back part of the siding and crawl under. We used to have that.
You can crawl underneath it.
No, we went over to
No
Mr.
storms here
Mountaintop.
yet in Minnesota. Well, Minnesota, you're probably
Too
it's
far
past
north,
you.
yeah.
Because I think the way it's kind of going at this angle.
From the
And I
south,
think it's
going
going to get
northeast.
north up to Maine and all that kind of way. It's going to be kind of the end of it. So we got kind of the tail of it, but right in the middle of like Alabama and all, maybe you say Ohio. Or that's kind of where the main cluster is. I mean, it's been really bad storms lately all across the United States.
Yeah.
It started last year. It must be global warming. I don't know what it is. But,
God telling you, you better get ready. That's my. Well, when I'm not here no more, you'll know where I'm at.
So we're going to talk a little bit after Chase comes on. He's going to be talking about the Thunder Beach Rally, which is going to be coming up here pretty soon. It's March 27th through May 1st. And so that's pretty exciting. And so, yeah.
My granny had that in her farm house. It's like a cellar. It had the dirt floor, and that's where they used to put all like their cans.
Your cousin used to have that, and it was a shooting range under the house back in Illinois.
They just dug it out.
Well, I think it was a part of a basement, and he knocked the wall out and put it underneath the rest of the house. I guess maybe it wasn't originally all there. I don't know.
Yeah, it was kind of muggy all day. It wasn't hot, but because it's been overcast all day, not really much sunshine.
Yesterday seemed hotter than today. I mean, we had the truck windows up and got back in the truck. We haven't rode the motorcycle the last couple of days. We rode the motorcycle last Saturday, but didn't get it back out. We wanted to go over to Daytona to pick up the gift card from J&P, but we didn't make it over there. And
that's not who you were looking for.
Probably do it when we get back next time because we'll be here till Saturday. And then after Saturday, we go down to Fort Myers. We'll be down there about 4 days, and then we will go up to Port Charlotte. We'll be right next door to Black Widow Harley-Davidson. So if you guys anybody's in those areas, let us know. We'll be happy to meet up with you guys or say hi. Or we don't have a whole lot of plans. And then we come back to Orlando again for 15 days. We'll be in Orlando, and that'll cover Leesburg. We'll catch that up, and then we'll be going over to Panama City. And there we're at the Raccoon Resort. Raccoon River Resort.
Raccoon River.
Something
like River Raccoon, one of the two. It's a nice place.
So it's close by. It wasn't too bad. I think they're going up in price too. So I don't know. We've had somebody we met the other day here said that they got some property that they're buying that we could maybe boondock on. They don't know if they'll have electric and stuff by next year. They were just on their way up there to look at it the other day when we met them.
Yep.
So that might be a possibility. We've had a couple other people down there in Panama City that said they might have something available for us. Because that's the whole idea with us is since nobody is sponsoring us, nobody's paying us any money. We're not like a lot of these other YouTubers that are selling out to all the companies that, whatever. And so we want to stay true to you guys and give you guys what we think and what we see and what we know. Nobody sees and does what we do because it all just depends on what we difference now compared to what we used to do was you used to go to a rally and stuff, and you pretty much didn't really care what you did. You went for a ride, or you did this, you hung out at the bar, you went there, you did this, you sat around a lot. Well, now we have agendas that we try to do stuff every day and do this and do that. And so when we do have a few seconds, we're just sitting back and we're looking around and saying, holy crap, can you believe what they're doing over there? Or that's all screwed up, you know, and it's...
They tell us that you're going all Al Gore on them, and they're like, "What do you mean, inventing the internet?" It's like, no, the global warming. And then Dallas says, "Have you ever trapped a family of possums in your basement?" But we had a friend whose wife delivered twins, and he was worn out, and he came home and he heard this noise. There was a possum that came in through the dog door, and he just took a post basket and put it on top and went to bed.
And well, no, he called their Humane Society. They came out, got it, opened his front door, and let it out. He lived in the city of Anaheim, so it's like you would have thought they would have. Well, the dog was going. The dog was going. They used to leave the door open in the backyard for the dog
to go in and out.
And the possum came in. I don't know if you ever seen a possum.
Tyndall Air Force Base at Thunder Beach. We drove by that. That's out by Mexican Beach, right?
Because we stayed out there, not there, but we stayed out at
Mexican Beach.
We stayed out there, and that was just way too long of a ride back and forth because you had to weave through the city. But I think
that was right on the other side of it. Was at Tyndall Air Force Base, remember? I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It's no earlier, but it's 39 and beautiful now. All right, Neil. He made it on. Possum stew. Now that's getting
roadkill.
We used to have
a bar. It was called Bottom of the Clover.
Clover Bottom.
It was out of Missouri, and once a year they have potluck, and it's called Roadkill Special. People brought rattlesnake in, and possum, raccoon and squirrel, and
they'd always ask us to come out and DJ farm during that time. It's like, help yourself. You can have whatever you want. Oh, pass. Thank you very much. Squirrel, they had everything.
Yeah.
I forget. Where am I at now? I lost my spot. There we go. Call Kenny if you're on. Like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. And it should be under me. I think it's right here.
So we got a bunch of neat stuff going on, and we'll talk a little bit about rallies after Chase comes on and leaves, and we'll talk a little bit more about some of the other rallies.
I texted him, said we're live now. We'll see you in 30 minutes. So.
And he made it pretty good last time.
Yeah, he did.
So it wasn't too bad. And so my idea is I hope you guys like to have us bring people on to talk to you guys.
What do you guys think? There's Dawn, the Team Nation.
Yep. And
I keep thinking this is who you're looking for. You're looking for Chieftain, right? Chieftain Rider.
Yeah.
I keep saying Road Glider 9. No. Tell Granny to cook up some possum stew, Jed.
Yeah.
Or
some Rocky Mountain oysters.
Or what that, who was that guy on Hee Haw? Grandpa. And he'd tell you what was for dinner. He'd be wiping the window, and he'd put his arm through it. There wasn't a window there. I don't know. Y'all remember that? I used to have to watch it. He
lost 2 more pounds.
He did? He was jumping all over the tree this morning.
Well, actually, I haven't weighed in I don't know how long. I'm not really watching what I eat, but I'm just not eating a lot, I guess. And so, yeah.
Pass.
So
there's a bunch more. They're talking to each other, I think.
That's fine.
Pork chop, potatoes. No
sauce.
So there's Shauna.
So got a lot of things going on, and we've got set up to. I've been watching some of these other guys lately on YouTube since we're not out filming stuff. That somebody did one the other day about doing a fairing install, and when I only skim through people's stuff because I don't really have time to watch everybody's video from start to finish. So I kind of skimmed through this guy's video, and pretty much by you got to the end, you had really no idea how he put his fairing on. And so we're getting ready to have an expert, probably in the next 30 days, an expert that we're going to film, show you how to work on your inner fairing, how to change the gauges out, how to replace it if you want to put a different one on, if you broke it, or whatever the case may be. So we're going to do a very good detail. It'll be the first time we've done something like this. I think what it runs into problems with, and just like me, I've tried to videotape stuff that I've done, and it just doesn't work out because you're trying to think about, okay, what's the camera going to look like? What's that going to look like? And I got to remember what I'm doing too. And it's too much. So I'm not blaming anybody for doing their own how-to videos and they kind of suck. But it's some of them are doing it because they're trying to sell you something, and that's really why they're doing it. But I wanted to show some stuff here. with some of the different vendors that we have, that we can go to their properties and stuff, or venues and stuff like that, and we could do some real good how-to videos. Because it's just like, I don't know if it was the Fairing Exchange or Rickrak or who it was that said, there's only 8 screws that hold your fairing on, and you pretty much it'll come off, and tell you all the different things. And the difference is
one little clip that you don't know about, and you break it off when you try to take it off.
It's just like this guy the other day that did the fairing. It's very possible he's never changed the fairing, to where you get these guys that have done hundreds of them, and to where they can tell you, okay, we want to do this trick. It's like the one, have you ever changed handlebars before? You know how you get your wires through? With air compressor air. You put a rag over the end, you put the wire in there, you take the air and you blow it, and it blows the wire right out the hole. It's unreal. And after I thought about it, I'm like, that does make sense. But how long would you fight with that before you would figure that out? Well, I would have probably went and got I've got stuff for running wires to walls. I probably would have got something like that. Or I've used that before, like a welding rod, the old gas welding rods, bend it where you can tape it to the end and kind of get to that hole or whatever. But if the handlebars really are bendy, it'd be really tough. But I mean, to watch them, I think I might have showed it on one of the videos last year when they blew the air. And I was like, holy crap, that is slick. And so those are the things that we want to bring to you.
Tricks of the trade.
Yeah, because we have a lot of these vendors that do a lot of this work. I don't know if we'll do lighting or not, because some of that takes a long time, and I don't. But I mean, doing fairings, changing a gas tank, that's not a big deal. I'm taking my gas tank off and stuff, and changing fenders really aren't that big of a deal. So I don't know, you guys could probably let us know. Maybe I'll do another video and you can ask you some of those questions. You can put it in the comments. What would you like to learn about your bike? I'm not going to show you an overhaul or how to put cam in or something like that.
So this Tetro Machine on YouTube said he's very knowledgeable. I guess he shows you a lot of how-to videos, and because he's looked up some stuff too when he goes to look for stuff too, and he usually tries to find 3 or 4 different people, because sometimes don't always tell you the right way.
And that's if it all goes well, and if Art would retire like we want him to, my garage, if it ever gets built, I planned on
a lot of ifs there.
Yeah, I was planning on making a scaffolding with cameras all over it, to where you could
make him a studio.
You could actually have cameras at all different angles, to where they would just run all the time. And then, of course, you have a lapel mic on so you can talk. But what a lot of people do with videos
is... bleep out the cussing part.
What a lot of people do... Watch this. I talked to a YouTuber the other day that was in Daytona, and he was working at one of the light shops helping him out. And I said, that's right, you do know how to do lights. He's like, yeah. I said, why don't you do some how-to? He says, I dropped the F-bomb too much. I'm like, well, So you'd have to really watch that if you're doing a video, because they say 4 F-bombs will get you kicked out, but I hear there's some YouTubers out here that do way more than 4 in their video, but I guess it depends on how long your video is and how many times you drop them. So I don't know. So I had a video the other day they pulled again when I did the one that came out.
Was it the midget wrestling again?
Yeah, the midget wrestling one. They boycotted that one. And so I waited. I put it on there first without me finishing it and said, let's just see if they'll balk at it. And they did. Until then I asked, well, I protested it. There's nothing in here. I thought it was because the midgets, because they were getting spanked. I thought maybe that was what it was, because girls really, wasn't anything with the girls again. But I think it's because they're in swimsuits and they want to go after them. And it's like, I don't know, crazy. YouTube, you just can't win with YouTube. And what sucks
no
about
rhyme
it,
or reason.
Well, what sucks about it is you got nobody to talk to. They got chat boards and
now.
stuff like this. Yeah, but I don't know. The guy would only talk to me through email. He's not going to come and say, because it is, you got something wrong with my video, tell me it's this clip right here. Like if you put something copyrighted, they will tell you between 1 minute and 1:30 seconds, there's music that is copyrighted, which I could have argued the other day. They did one the other day to me, and it was a band playing, and they had no backup music. So I could have wrote a little thing saying it was the band playing, and it would still take them a week before they would change it. Well, what happened a while back when I did the first one, with just a quick one when I showed you a little bit of the bikini and a little bit of the wrestling right after it happened, they did that one. Well, it took 3 days. Well, by that time, you guys have already watched it, and I didn't make any money on it. So, once again, can't win with YouTube. So
don't forget to give us a thumbs up right here.
So I guess listen on YouTube. And but
Well,
yeah,
they're always changing the rules. It's like you can't do this, 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 and this, and then 3 days later,
what are you trying to do?
oh,
Like,
now you can't
like
do
we
this,
try
this,
to do.
and
We
that.
try not to talk politics. We try not to talk about the mask and all that kind of stuff going
Nothing
on.
violent.
And we try not to talk about sexual preferences or anything like that. And so we try to do what we don't drop any. We try not to cuss, which we don't. I don't know if we've ever cussed on a video. Well, I guess I've said asshole and stuff. I don't know if you consider that a cuss word. Yeah, asshole. Dickhead. Some of those I might consider cuss words, but to me, it's the the F-bomb and.
Your mama won't allow it.
Yeah.
Dallas says.
So I don't know. So that's our new email. We're still using the other one. So if you guys are still sending it to the Bob and Tams, that's fine.
We're still getting it.
We're not. We haven't changed
Deleted that
over
or
anything yet. This one's something we're trying out. We're hopefully in the next 6 months we'll have a website, bobandtams.com, which should be that's how you find us. And on there will be a bunch of neat stuff. And we may end up eventually getting rid of Patreon, and because that's what Prime Cut Pro does. He puts a lot of his adult videos on his website, which I don't know if he pays for it or if he charges anybody. I think he just lets people watch them. You just got to say you're 21 and older or whatever to get into it. But I don't think he charges anything for them. And so I don't know, but that's another avenue. If you got enough people to start watching the website instead, we could just tell YouTube to get rid of them, and we could go a different way with it. But we don't have a website yet, so we can't do that.
Dawn says she likes men's and machines.
There you go. So we're just kind of waiting around here for Chase to come on.
He just said he sounds good. I'll log on shortly. So
Okay.
do you want to do? We got 61 people on. You want to do a giveaway?
All right. Here's what we'll do is we screwed this up last week. So we'll do it right now. The first 10 emojis we get, you will get entered into
The giveaway.
And in the emoji, you have to tell us what prize you want. If you haven't seen that, I don't know what to tell you. We've been talking about it forever. So
Well,
emojis,
I wrote them all down.
okay, they're starting to come in now. Your emojis are coming. There they go.
All right.
So you got to start up here. SSJ did the first one here. The howdy, the bikinis.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's one.
Oh, I need to write these down.
Yes.
So SSJ.
And then Dallas face mullet is next. Neil's got a monkey on there.
So Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas face mullet, and then Neil, Paulie P, Dawn, Randy Grimes. What's his names I've already seen. This one I don't know.
That's Rick. Is it Rick?
No, it's Randy Grimes, 78.
No.
Danny, because we talked about it the other day, 78, if it was the year he was born or the year he graduated. Danny, it's DAIRYMPLE. There we go.
Oh, that's Danny. That's one that took us out to.
Oh, okay. Then Pomoto, he got in this time. I was wondering if he was ever going to get
8, Pomoto.
Okay, next one is Del Brett.
No, Brett.
And then SSJ got in again.
Oh, wow, 10. That was number 10.
That's 10.
So she was
So we're
1
done.
and 10.
We're done. That was it for this round. Thank everybody for participating.
Yeah.
And if any of you that commented now that you were in that top 10, let us know if you're a Patreon person. Because I don't go through and look at all the names. But if you're
oh, that one didn't have anything.
no, a couple of them didn't have any emojis, so they didn't get counted.
Well, I wonder if it doesn't show up on Facebook, because that was a Facebook guy.
I would think it would. It might have just been people that were typing in. And so then we'll do a bunch of these before the night's out. We'll do some other things too. I know that last video you guys had a tough time finding the clue. I had a couple of you said you really worked to find that clue. So we're, I don't want to be too tricky for you guys. So, and that's probably the most difficult one I'll be able to do.
Well, you don't.
Well, what's funny is, what's these people going to do when they watch these videos like a year from now? They go back and click on these videos and they're like, what is all these people doing with this? What does this clue mean? What does that mean? So I've been thinking about that too, because the next couple of videos I've got made up don't have anything in it. So we may do something a little different, which we may do a short where we're phone turned sideways, and we'll tell you what to look for. In here, tell us this on the day's video. And then so you'll have to watch that one first which is only 15 seconds. And then you'll have to watch the video to see where it is. So the idea of this is why are we doing it this way? We're trying to do a couple things. We're trying to get people to watch our videos all the way through, because that's how we make any money on this. We do make money. We make money from YouTube. YouTube pays us. I make money from my Patreon account. People do super chat. We get money from that. If you buy a sticker, if you see down there, if you're on YouTube, there's a little thing that says join for $1.99 or $2.99. I think it's $2.99. You can get a sticker, and we're going to change the emojis as soon as I figure out how to do that. But I got some colored ones. You can pick a color, and your name comes up, and that gets you an extra. If you have one of those stickers, that also gets you an extra entry in if you're one of those people. So those are all different ways that we can make money off of what we do. So that way we're working for you, not working for other vendors. So that's what I was trying to go to, is how do we make money off of you watching YouTube? Now tonight, I'm not making nothing. When we do these lives like this and I'm putting it on both channels, we don't make anything until after it's over. And then from that moment on, which we usually double. We usually have about 600 and 900, and then we usually pick up another 1,000 after that watch the video. So we're okay with that. But we have more access. We can bring guests on. We can bring your comments up. There's a lot of neat things that we can do here. So how do we make more money? By you watching our video, watch it all the way to the end. Here's a couple things that just help us to where YouTube will recommend our videos. That's how our videos go viral. We had a couple videos in Daytona that I think one hit 15,000 views. And it's because enough of you watched it that they start recommending it in somebody else's video. Like you may watch Prime Cut Pro, and our video will come up behind them saying, hey, here's another one we recommend that's kind of like his. And so then those people click, and that's how we find new people. So that helps by clicking the like button, leaving a comment. You got to leave something that you have to actually say something about the video. Oh, I really love the midgets. Hey, I really love those girls in the bikini. You know, something that, not just great video. They don't look at that. They look at that as a bot filling it out. There's a lot of companies that will pay. You can pay to get more subscribers. It doesn't work. And there's a lot of groups and all this stuff. We tried a couple of the groups before when we first started, and I lost a lot. They took a lot of them away from me because it's really not people that's going to watch your video. They are people that are real people, but they're watching it for just enough time to get you a subscriber and go down the road and all that. And the same thing with watching. If you ever tell anybody about our channel, they need to watch a video before you subscribe to it. Because if not, they take that away from you too. So if we see somebody on the street, we hand them a card, and they're like, oh, okay, I'll subscribe to you guys. In 30 days, I'll lose them because they never watched the video. And they won't get recommended because they never watched any of the videos. So we lose those people. In Sturgis, we lost like 700 last year, 2 years ago.
So is this how you do it?
What?
To put up the list of prizes. They want to know what to do next if they were in the top 10.
Yeah,
so
show me them all.
I got SJS, Dallas, Face Mullet, Neil, Paulie P, and thank you, Paulie P. He said he's not a patron, but he's a patriot. Dawn, you said you wanted number, what was it, 4? That's the Chubby Cup. Is that what you want? And Randy Grimes, Dan, Annie, Kawamoto, Del Brett, and SJS. SJS, you get 2 entries.
And here's the prizes. She'll run through the prizes. We try to get it up on the screen, but we have to put it in some kind of waveform or something. And she didn't tell me until we got here that she wanted to do that. She was going to type it up and run it across the bottom, but she only put 200 characters. So number 1 prize is, and what we have to do with these prizes are, you need to use it. So some of the prizes are related to just Harley Davidson customers. Some of them are related to if you're going to Sturgis. Some of them are related to just going to a rally. And some of them could care less. You could buy it from their catalog or off their website or things like that. So the number 1 prize is
the Buffalo Chip. It's 2 wristbands and tent camping for the whole rally for the 10 days. It's from, I think, the 4th or the 6th. The 6th to the 14th, 15th, something like that. But anyway, whatever the days of
Sturgis. That's over a $600 value. You can't sell it. You can't trade it. Because
you have to use it
so
yourself.
When we pass the names over and give you the code, that's the only people that's going to get it. And you have to show your driver's license when you get there to use it. So we don't want, because the Buffalo Chip gave those to us. We offered to buy them, and then they said we sent people to them too, and they just gave them to us. And that's what started our giveaway. Because I wanted to make sure we had something good for a good price to start out with. Next one. So that's number one. If you
Number
wanted-
2 is the Rickrak gift card, $75 Rickrak gift card.
And that's good for anything that Rickrak sells. You could buy it off of their website and have it shipped to your house, or you can take $75 off of something and you're at a rally.
Number 3 is Dan Kite Pinstriping, $50 off anything you have done. I think that's what Steven wants to win.
Yep. And he does great work, and he's pretty much at all the rallies. So if you're planning on, I would say within the next year.
He got a thing that says like you've been blocked, Chase. Okay, so number 3 was Dan Kite Pinstriping.
All right,
Number-
I can hold this.
Number 4 is the Chubby Cups Quick Drink Release holder. Number 5 is a $100 gift card from JMP Cycles. Number 6 is the complete oil service from Amsoil Adam, $199 value. And you can either have the oil sent to you, or if you're at one of the rallies, they'll do it there. Number 7 is Ciro3 D. It's the charger phone holder. It charges your phone and holds it in place on the bike. And their drink holder. That's a $230 value. Number 8 is the Bug Slide. His and her t-shirt and the travel size of Bug Slide and a rag to clean your bike with. Number 9 and number 10 are from Marie's Bandanas. One of them you get 3 bandanas and a hat with fuzzy hair on the top. Looks like anybody that's bald can wear it. And that's 9. And number 10 is the 2 bandanas and a hat. And the 3 bandanas is $85 value. The 2 bandanas and a hat is $60 value. Number 11 is a Fairing Exchange. It's a $100 gift card up to $500 purchase. Or if you go over $500, let's say you want to get a whole bunch of stuff done, he'll give you 20% off everything over $500 you buy. Because $100 is 20% of $500. So there you go.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Okay, you sent it
It should,
again.
yeah, it should come on. I just tried and it was going to let me
Okay.
on. So hopefully he can get on. Chase can get on here in a minute.
That says he was blocked a second ago.
Yeah, so I don't know why
Number
the
12.
host has blocked you from entering the broadcast.
So do you have to hit invite?
I don't know. I'm going to open up invite. That's just a copy.
All right,
You
let me
have up to
finish.
10 people you can put on. If worst comes to worst, I guess he could go into the chat and we could put it in there. I don't usually like to do that.
Yeah.
But we could do that if we have to.
So 11 was the Fairing Exchange, $100 gift card, up to $500. Anything over $500, 20% off. 12 is Speeds Performance Plus, a lifetime chrome oil filter. It's $150 value. And number 13 is One Sexy Biker Chick designer T-shirt, $60 value. So those are the prizes 1 through 13. So you can just put a number in your name, and then I'll write down that's what prize you want. If you can remember all them, you should have wrote them down. So,
Is that Mike?
yes, are you going to Arizona Bike Week?
Mike.
Because somebody else just asked if we're going to go, and we are not going to Arizona Bike Week. But if Mike goes, he might do some lives on
I'll take
Facebook.
pictures or whatever.
Yeah.
We have some questions if you're going to go. Give him for a day.
Hey, Bill.
Videos like 2 or 3 times. We appreciate that. You can also, another way, if you don't want to watch all the videos and sit there and watch them, you can go to a playlist. Like the Sturgis playlist is like 45. And sometimes what you'll do is they ask you,
Are you still watching?
yeah, you just got to click, yeah, I'm still here. I didn't die. They're trying to do that so you're not doing that. She wants the cup holder, I guess.
Oh, the cup. Okay. On both of them, you got 2 entries, SJS.
I thought she wanted the shirt before.
Well, she did. That was her other entry from the other day.
My prize choice is the headbands. I can't go anywhere.
Okay.
Don't.
Okay.
And close to the $900 value at the last minute price for the chip. You're right. So, that's why we have to give it to them within the first week of April. They want the name so they can put them in the list. Not that they turn anybody away at the Buffalo Chip, but the sooner the better. And if somebody wants to go and they want a tent and they want to stay in the shade, we can tell you how to get the shaded spots.
Yeah. We'll tell you where they're
Because
at.
we were there last year. We know how they did it, and I had no idea you could do
Well,
this.
Mike's going to be there. He can tell you where they're going to be.
Well, but I mean,
What does Dallas want? Did Dallas say what he wanted?
no.
And Dawn wanted the headbands. So she didn't want the cup holder. She wants the headbands.
They're all wanting to know why Dawn ain't going to Sturgis.
Did you go last year, Dawn? Bug slide prices. Who website is priceless. I don't know. You have to put your name on there, Facebook user. I don't know who you are.
On Facebook, if you go up there where it says StreamYard, if you click that, that gives them permission to use your name on StreamYard. They're not selling you nothing or anything else. I do it if I'm there. Marie's, please, 3 headbands. Dawn wants the
3 one.
Yeah,
I think that's number 9.
yeah. Did you get my email from the other day? Yes. Danny is on number 2.
Okay, number 2 is the Rickrak, I think. Yeah, Rickrak.
Watching your phone, make sure he's not reading you back yet.
Yeah.
Dawn had heart failure. Holy crap.
Says I'm blocked again from entering the broadcast. I don't know
All
why.
right. Ask him, can he get on our feed? Does he have a YouTube? And I'll put the link inside here. I don't know why he's blocked. It doesn't make any sense.
So the YouTube video. Can you get on the YouTube video?
Can you get on our live? Just as a regular person, I'll put it in there. Invite.
I wonder when he got off last time if you click something and you put block instead of just.
Yeah, but I don't think there's anywhere on you. I don't think there's anything on here that you can block anybody. Settings, layouts, guest. That's the same thing. Band. Oh yeah, I guess it is.
Okay,
Somehow
now try. Okay, Chase, now try. Okay, let me see. Now try.
I don't know how that. Oh, it must have been when we clicked him off.
Yes.
It must have did.
That's what I was saying.
Sorry. We're still learning. We're not gurus on this yet.
Well, now everybody that we've had on, we have to make sure that's not what we did.
Well, he's the only one who's in the list.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess so. Alrighty. So did anybody else say what they wanted? I got Pomoto, Danny. What did Danny say he wanted?
Paulie P wants 4.
Number 4 is Chubby Cups.
SJS wants Amsoil, but that's only good. Amsoil is only good for a Harley motorcycle or an Indian motorcycle. So I don't know if she wants Amsoil. Dawn, you're doing okay. Prayers.
Yes, Dawn. Sorry about that.
I want a professional monkey helmet sticker.
We don't have any of
We could
those.
probably pick you one up.
We have a. When we saw him last year,
Did
we
he
got
give us one?
Is that a cup holder? Oh, it's a helmet sticker. We got a koozie. He gave us a koozie.
Yeah. I don't know where it's at, but it's somewhere.
It's in the trailer somewhere, I think.
All right, so we got Chase now finally on. We figured out what we did wrong, so we're going to bring him.
He's in the car. Sorry.
Add to screen.
I am in the car. Yep.
There we
Sorry
go.
about that.
We're still learning too.
I think when we left you last time, when we clicked remove from the thing,
Feed.
it said banned from the feed, not just you.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Oh yeah, totally get it.
Okay.
So we want to let everybody know this is Chase. He is now the new promoter of the Thunder Beach Productions, and he's in charge now of the Thunder Beach Rally. That's going to be in Panama City Beach. We even figured out how to do the ticker tape.
Yep.
So that's running across the bottom. So we've heard a lot of really neat things. I'll go through what I heard, and then you can tell us what's true and what's not. One is on your Facebook page. I see you got some giveaways. That's one. Two, I see that you got some more property that you're going to have some vendors over there. Is it Front Road? Beach?
It's Front Beach Road. Yep.
Okay. And so you can talk about that. And then I also heard that you've added you added Jackal to
Yes.
in front of Kid Rock.
Yep.
Is there anything else? I think so. You can talk about that first.
Those are the two big ones. So, the new lot is actually, it was formerly the Lucky 13 lot. They are no longer doing that lot. So, as an event, we decided, one of the good things about Thunder Beach is just kind of how the whole town kind of gets involved. So, we thought that it was really important to keep it going. So we have a lot of vendors there. We're actually putting up a large stage there and a large bar. So there will be music there from roughly 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. every day. It may start a little bit later than that, but it'll definitely go till 10 p.m. every night. We just confirmed that the band Geneva, is going to close there every night from Wednesday until Saturday. And then we're going to add in a bunch of other bands that, go along through the day with that. Probably be somewhere between 20 and 30 vendors there, really good vendors. You'll be able to find the official merchandise there as well, for Thunder Beach, and then a large bar, which, if you're cruising up and down Front Beach Road and you need to stop in and grab a beer and listen to the music for a minute, that's what it's there for. So we're really excited to have that venue and keep that going. We are officially calling it the Strip. So, if you see us on Facebook, refer to the Strip. That's the venue we're talking about. It's actually, the physical address is 12,000 Front Beach Road. So it's located, right across the beach, right on Front Beach Road. Probably just a couple miles east of Frank Brown Park on Front Beach Road. Going to be a really great venue.
Is that right across the street from Sharky's, or not too far from Sharky's?
I would say it's probably a mile or two east of Sharky's.
So is that where it was last year in spring? Where
that was Crossroads, and we are actually working to do something else on Crossroads, but we haven't announced anything for it yet.
Okay. No problem. Yep. Just trying to figure it all out.
No, I understand. One of the things is, in events, the only constant is change. So, with that venue, we felt it was really important. So we're going to focus on that as a vendor venue and kind of a entertainment venue as well. Something that's right on the beach. It's not massive, so we can't put anything gigantic there. But the Crossroads we've got another plan for it right now.
Okay. And so I also heard you're going to have a band on Wednesday night, and it's going to be free.
It's a free concert on the main stage at Thunder Beach at Frank Brown Park. Yep.
Okay. And have you figured out now, is the stage going to be right there by the vendors?
So if you are familiar with the layout, if you knew where the overflow bike parking area was, yep. That's where the concert area is going to be. So the vendor area, the main bike parking area, that is all going to be exactly the same.
Okay.
Yep.
That sounds good.
Wade Jennings is the
right.
concert.
Right.
Yep.
He's good. We've seen him before.
Yeah. Oh, he's fantastic. So he's going to actually be on from 6 until 7:30. And then we've got 2 official Kickstart parties after that at Hammerheads and Sharky's. So,
okay, sounds pretty good. So you're working with a lot of the local bars then.
Yeah, those 2 have been great supporters of Thunder Beach for a long time. So we're really excited to keep them going, and that's kind of the point. Is we're going to offer a free concert as a kickoff, but 7:30 it's still early enough to go hang out and patron those people who really support the event well.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So
Mike asked, is there any hotel deals through the website Rally website? There we go.
So in my experience, I've been involved with Thunder Beach for about 5 years, but in my experience with the hotels the best deals are simply book as early as possible. That's when you're going to find the best deals. So yes, we have preferred hotels, but and you can kind of click and shop through those right now, but I can tell you that we're thinking that this event is probably going to be a close to sold out situation for a lot of hotels. So the longer you wait at this point, it's only going to go up in rates from there. You guys know how it goes.
Yeah, I know. That's what we did last year for fall. We weren't really going to come to the fall rallies, and the last minute we decided to, and we really had a scramble to find a place to park the RV.
Yeah. So that's another thing, is there's not a lot of camping in the area. There's some, but it's not, there's not thousands and thousands of spots. So that's one thing we're kind of working on too, is how do we get more camping available during the event.
It's sad where some of these ones, even here in Daytona, when they had Daytona, there wasn't a lot of there's only a couple campgrounds there. It's not like Sturgis. Sturgis has so many campgrounds that come open just for the rallies.
Right.
And it gives you that opportunity to even to have ones that are, because we noticed it down in Galveston, there was some that were, people had property right on the water there, and they were just boondocking places. And that's definitely better, allowing people to use generators and everything else, find somebody to pump you out and that kind of stuff it's better than
nothing.
Yeah.
Better than nothing. But we're working on that. Okay. We're trying to get something going for that.
That's good. That's good. Anything else you want to tell us special about what's going on?
Just to mention, it's unfortunate that Colt Ford's not going to come, but we did get Jackal to step in, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah.
Colt, we did push the date to the fall event for Colt, but we haven't officially announced what date that is going to be. We are going to announce the fall lineup at the spring rally this year. So I don't know if we're going to do it Wednesday or Thursday of the event, but we're going to announce the full lineup for that. I'm actually working on that right now. So tickets will go live then as well and all that. We know people want to book their hotels early. So, that'll kind of be the plan moving forward. We'll try to announce the spring lineup in the fall rally as well. So
have you ever thought of adding more days?
Well, the Wednesday is kind of an added day. We've historically opened on a Thursday, used Wednesday as a soft day, but with having the free concert, we've kind of solidified Wednesday as a full day. If it continues to grow, yes. What's unique about Thunder Beach is it's a twice-a-year event. Whereas I'm involved in like Ocean City, we've tried to extend that to a 10-day event, but there's just so many events around us that's made it really tough. With the twice-a-year event, if the demand is there, we will do it, but we got to be mindful of Myrtle Beach and other events that kind of circle around us too. So it's got to make sense.
Oh, I know. That's what. Well, we just look at it as us being YouTubers. We're here because Daytona keeps us here. But it's like Leesburg. We're here in Leesburg. Really wants to get rid of which we're going to find that out in a week or so. That they want to drop down to just a one-day event on the spring, and then they want to push the fall one, which I think is a mistake. But that's who am I? Because it can be just a situation. It can be just a
delicate one, but it's run by the town. So that there's a lot that goes into that. The other, I kind of look at Laconia, and Laconia's got some stuff going on, but it's run by a committee. When you've got one person who's in charge, they can make a decision, a yes or no. Otherwise, you've got so many opinions, and it's good and bad to have one person in charge. I will say that.
Because that's the only thing that I say about Sturgis is they're probably the only one, because it's the only city that we've actually been able to get information out of. They'll sit down with us anytime we call them. They're helpful. They're very, which they're not the oldest rally. Laconia is the oldest rally, and you would think some of these cities would learn. And a lot of them don't like to compare themselves or look at what Sturgis does, but it's like it's even though there's some political stuff going on, it's still a community. Even the whole state knows how much money it brings into the communities, in the whole state, and they all realize that. And it's like bad things happen there, but you don't hear any of that because you know that hey, if the Hells Angels got in trouble down there on Main Street, and you don't see it in the paper, you don't see it on the news, you don't. They know that it's that's the kind of stuff that can kill a rally. Things are going to happen.
You want good publicity. Yes, bad things are going to happen with any large crowd. People, an accident.
You know how to act sometimes.
But
I mean, the Daytona where these people got stabbed and stuff, they had really nothing to do with the rally.
Right.
It was some nut job from
Orlando.
Orlando went nuts. Who knows why? Or they were coming back from an event, but it may not.
Whatever.
Might have just been a coincidence. They just weren't probably in a bad place at the wrong time.
Right, and it happened to be during that event.
Yeah, so it just makes things look. So
anything else you want to say?
No. So everything looks pretty good. Hopefully we'll have good weather. We're hoping for that.
It's all about weather.
This rain out of the way now.
Yeah, it's been raining, so.
It's just.
Hopefully you guys haven't been having tornado warnings, because somebody from Ohio said they've had 5 today.
Yeah, they had some in Panama City last week, and actually had some tornadoes pass through with that storm. So, but it's going to be a great rally. We're really excited. There's some big changes for this year. Yeah. We wanted it to be everything and love about it, and then just add, 10,000 more cherries on top of it. Yeah. So,
which we're hearing a lot of stuff. A lot of people after Daytona says, "Why can't they do this? Why can't they?"
Well,
I don't know.
Because again, there's no nucleus. I'll say that there's no nucleus to Daytona. There's no nucleus to Sturgis, or those types of rallies, like, yes, the Sturgis puts it on, but I mean, there's so many people that are involved in their little spot. And
well, yeah,
you know,
because it's like the Buffalo Chip. The Buffalo Chip is its own
Entity.
yeah,
entity.
exactly.
They
And it's
can
now
have-
its own town.
yeah. So they can do almost anything that they want, and there's a lot of other campgrounds out there that are doing the same thing. So they're kind of like a rally inside the big rally. And,
It really is. Yeah.
and then all the towns have come together, and it's just sad when we, Fayetteville's that way. I'm really glad.
Rogers is taking over.
It's the same weekend that supposed to be Las Vegas, which is our hometown dealers. And so if you move it back or move it to a different weekend, we can come next time. But I think Rogers is going to be way better than what Fayetteville could ever have been.
Yeah, bikers go where they feel supported, period.
Yeah.
And when they know that the town didn't want it, it was blatantly obvious that the bikers were not going to go and patron them.
Yeah.
So
sad that way. And you look at Rogers, because I think they even said they got an amphitheater for you, and I think they got a convention center or something too that they would be willing to work with. And so
the amphitheater's not huge, but they can do something there. My involvement is at the Harley dealership, so that's where I focus. And we kind of put the rally on regardless last year, and it was one of the best years so far.
Yeah. So. It was when we were there on Saturday. I would have said there was 10 or 20,000 people there.
Yeah, that's all we can put there. So
that was as many. There's many bikes. Every business had bikes parked behind it.
Yeah,
it was like wow. I couldn't believe
Rogers wants it. Yeah, they want it, and they know how important it is, and they know folks want it there too. So,
all righty.
All right, we'll let you go. I'll give you one. We got one. Something else you want to say?
No, I was going to say I appreciate the time, guys.
Okay, no problem. We like to bring you on, and we like to let people know what's going on. If they had questions, I don't know if anybody have any other questions.
No more questions. Okay. That was about
in case somebody did. But I know there's a lot of people.
Somebody said hi. I'll say hello to them too.
And so it's kind of nice to bring. Sometimes it's for us is to bring you to our viewers to where they can see who you are, and you're not some big giant corporation that's
no, we are definitely not.
I mean, it does
gobbling up everybody's money, huh?
Well,
it's funny when they say that. I'm like, yeah, we're really a big corporation.
and you're working in your car.
and right now I'm working in my car. It's so funny. But the motorcycle world was founded to be anti-corporate, and if you forget that, you're gonna become out of touch. That's not to be said you can't have major brands involved like the Motor Company and Jack Daniels and Miller and all those. You need them. They're a big part of what you do, especially if you're spending money on concerts and things like that. But my goal is I want people to be able to see the top entertainment in the world and say, oh, I didn't spend $500 a person to go see it. I feel like we really, with our concerts, I try to keep it around 50, 60, 70 bucks a day to go see it.
Reasonable.
And that to me is a value.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That helps a lot.
It makes a big difference.
Yep.
Versus we're right by Las Vegas where they got a lot of those $300 tickets, and it's every seat in the house is $300.
Yeah, and that's a lot, so it is a lot. But this isn't Coachella. We're not selling $1,000 3-day pass, So
that's true. All right. Well, we thank you for coming on today.
Appreciate your time.
If we hear some more excitement going on, we may get in touch with you again before the rally. And if not, we will definitely catch up with you when we get into town. I think we get in Monday, I think.
Sounds good. Hit me up.
All right.
Okay. Sounds great.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Dawn, Bradrick, for your time as well.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. I guess I just had to do that. Move him from the field.
Yeah. Hopefully we didn't ban him again.
I don't know what I did.
I don't know either.
Bathroom time.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get out without unplugging everything.
No, I hope not. That's why I put you on that side. That way I wouldn't get in trouble. So Polly P says thanks for the info, and Neil says thanks. Thanks, Chase. Now that we got him situated and on and not banned from our channel anymore. Oh, so did we get everybody that wanted to do something? We got 58 people on still. Let me see who I've got. So SJS, I got you down for a cup and oil change because you were in there twice. Dallas Face Mullet. Did you put down what you wanted? And then Neil says he wanted the Buffalo Chip. Polly P said he wanted the Chubby Cup. Dawn said she wanted the headbands. Randy Grimes said he wanted the bug slide. I need Danny, Palmato, and Del Brett. I didn't see what you guys wanted. Bill says, put me in for Rickrak. Is that where you wanted the people? I don't have Bill down. I got SJS, Dallas Face Mullet, Neil, Polly P, Dawn, Randy Grimes, 78, Danny, Pomoto, I didn't say that wrong, Del Brett, and SJS. Del Brett, number 1. So he wants the Buffalo Chip. Del Brett, number 1. I need Dallas, Danny, and Palmoto yet. Those 3 guys. Polly P, the JP Cycles. We don't have a Harley dealer gift card. We got JP Cycles and Rickrak gift cards. Polly P. So okay. I thought you said Chubby Cups. So J and P Cycles. I'll put down 4. Danny says number 2. Number 2 is the Rickrak. And Palmoto, did he come on? JMP, okay. Let's do gift card, Daytona Days. You got to be entered in the raffle first, before I can put you guys down for a. They're all telling me what they want, and it's like, well, you got to be in the thing. Number 5 is the JMP Cycles one. Yep. They'll pick the chip already. You can't have that one.
Yeah, well, she hasn't sat down and done all the things yet. She's going to try to do that tomorrow. We just had so much, even though we're not working rallies, there's still so much stuff to try to get done.
He's taking me shopping.
And trying to get the videos done. And well, we still got to do intros on some of the videos. We didn't, because sometimes you don't know what we're going to do. Like the Sons of Speed, we've got that one done. And we had an intro for it and an exit. End up not using the intro. And I've got, I think it was a promoter for the venue, that girl.
She was the MC.
Oh, and we had let her.
She's the one that said, I need some AA batteries up here ASAP. And everybody's like, whoa. And she's like, oh, get your minds out of the gutter. The microphone's dying.
So, yeah. So she's going to open it up, and then we get into the video, and we don't talk till the end. So a little different. And we'll try to give you you guys a little different videos, because I can't ever figure out what people want to watch, because you look at one video I put up and then I put another one up and it doesn't do anything, and it's the same format. So I don't know. I guess I could go back and look at the days that they come out, but because they tell me my Saturdays and Sundays is the days that people watch the most of my videos, and so that's why we try to do live on Sunday. Right now we're putting a video on every day, so other than this is still doing it. This is today's video,
the live.
So we're not doing which I did 3 videos some days during Daytona. It was just because we had so much stuff to put out. And I still got a lot of stuff to edit yet. We still got a complete tour of Bruce Rossmeyer's Harley Davidson. Oh, she took us behind the scenes. Shelly did, and took the time. And she probably spent about 45 minutes, and it won't be a 45-minute video. So there's parts where we're walking in between from one department to another. But to take us around and show us all that, and for her to take the time, we don't normally get an owner. We usually get like a GM or something that will do it. So it's kind of neat that she took the time and did that. We've also got a veterans thing. We did that. They had the veteran wall, Vietnam veteran wall they brought in, and we videotaped that before the rally ever started. I've got that to still put up. I've got about 4 or 5 videos that we filmed. Oh, we got a grand tour of the Hard Rock Hotel, and that was pretty neat. And for if you ever want to go to Daytona, might be, especially if you got kids. They got 3-hour thing. You can drop your kids off for 3 hours and they entertain them. I don't know if it costs or not, but hey, if I had kids, that's where I'd probably stay if I had to bring them along. She says, oh, you got to bring them to the rally. At least you can pawn them off for 3 hours. Maybe you can go somewhere else and come back and pawn them off.
Well, our kids had to go everywhere with us. He was always like, well.
We go to rallies.
No, but if somebody invited us over and if the kids weren't invited, we didn't go.
Sure, because we're a family.
But
and that was the way life is.
But if you talk to our kids, they would say their grandparents watched them 24/7, and they did watch them a lot.
Well, we started out DJing originally, and they couldn't go to the bars. They were too young. Well, some of the bars we went to had kids in it, but we weren't going to bring the kid girls to the bars.
That's not what he's giving away, SJS. He's giving away. She says, "I really want the Chubby Cup stun gun." He's giving away a quick release drink holder. It has 64 position and fits
You can put it on anything. You can probably mount it in your car. You can probably mount it just about anywhere.
Because we've
bicycle,
got them on
golf
the
cart.
golf carts.
And she had one years ago. She used to have it on the bicycle when she rode it. She had one.
Yep.
And when we first met, So we didn't tell anybody what we wanted other than the Buffalo Chip was the only place we asked for a specific item. Every place else, we asked what they wanted to give. And someone would say, well, what do you think? And I just rattled off, here's some of the things that other people have given us. And then they made their decision. We had a couple other vendors that never got back with us and said they were working on something, but never did, and that's fine. And because I could have probably talked to Chase here, we probably could have got some concert tickets for Panama City, because they've got that raffle going on that they're giving away stuff. And I see they got one going on at the biker app. So I'm not real happy with that app, but it does have some stuff. But see, what's bad about this stuff, it's just like we say, well, they're trying to sell advertising too, is what they're after. Amsoil had them paid for advertising with that app. But that's what they really are after. They want you to pay for advertising, and we'll put you at the top of the list. You get a little commercial and all that stuff on the app. But when I look at that stuff, there's nothing there. That's the stuff that everybody knows about. We know about Destination Daytona. We knew Jackal was coming. We knew all the stuff. Well, that's the problem. What we try to do is get you that information. But see, it's just like us. Now, we're not even charging anybody nothing. But we went over there to First Turn, and the lady blew us off the first day, said she calls back, never did. Well, screw her. We'll probably never go down to First Turn. I really don't care. There's enough great bars around there. I don't need to pay on that one. And if you guys don't want to go, it's okay with me too. There's a bunch of neat ones there to go check out. Doghouse. Couldn't believe you guys didn't watch. Everybody didn't watch the Doghouse. I thought that'd be a neat one. And I put the best bar. It wasn't the best bar, but it was best being that it was a small place. It wasn't like,
and they had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, it wasn't like one of the Iron
every
Horse
night,
where they've got, the Iron Horse. It's a great bar, and so is Broken Spoke. We like those too, but I wouldn't hang out there on a regular basis. But this Doghouse, I think I could spend. What you did? We spent 2 days there, 2 nights there, and I would have gone another night if they had something that I wanted to go see. But I mean, we don't really watch concerts. We're talking to Chase about maybe trying to get some not VIP, but some media passes for the concerts. But we really wanted to be able to talk to, if you guys are there, we want to talk to you in the concert.
Because once the concert starts, we can't film that.
Yeah, you can't film the music or anything like that. And I'm not going to try to make an approach at any of them to talk to any of them. If we do that, we do it at the Buffalo Chip. We got her set up to meet Snoop Doggy. She don't like Snoop Dogg, but the grandkids want her to meet Snoop Dogg.
My oldest grandson said he'd fly out if I got to meet Snoop Dogg.
He better start saving his money up, because I'll bet you I can make that happen. Only one thing I'm asking for.
There you go.
He comes out to the full throttle or out to the Buffalo Chip a lot. And if you watch the video too, Rod says we're going to be there with him partying at the Buffalo Chip. He doesn't know we're not staying there yet. But we're there the week before.
Yeah.
And we'll be there a lot out there at the Buffalo Chip, because the Buffalo Chip's got a lot of stuff going on. Because we're getting there really early and we'll talk about that soon about the Sturgis Rally, because people talk about the Sturgis Rally all year long. There's people bringing videos out on a regular basis.
As soon as the 82nd, is that the one that's coming up, is over, there'll be videos up for the 83rd.
Yeah. So we'll be talking about that. We've got
so Roy says he watched the Doghouse videos, good videos.
And I think it was pretty neat. And we tried to show you some different things. Tam had some camera down. Well, next year we would do it 100 times better, because now we've got it. As long as we keep the same manager there, which she's been there forever. So Rhonda is a great person, and if we're there next year, it'll be 100 times better, because we know what we can do now. And before, she's like, yeah, whatever you guys want to do, but we don't want to intrude. Well, we figured out she can sit right down front. I just got to give her a different camera, because the lighting wasn't real good. We'll have to get a different style camera.
Well, it was.
I don't know.
If you watch the video, he said it was me. I was trying to zoom in and out.
Zooming in now.
And it wasn't. I think it would catch the light, and then it was like, I don't know
because
what
the
you want me to
lights were
focus
weird.
on.
They didn't really, the stage really wasn't lit very good. I actually edited the color to make it brighter. The stage wasn't very lit very well. So I was going to talk to her about that too for next year and say, you need to bring, I got can lights. I need to bring them though. It's more crap to drag around. Maybe I can sell them to her. I got 4 big can.
There you go.
4 big park
You got
can
the
lights.
aluminum ones?
Yeah, the chrome, the aluminum ones. I could sell them to her. Take them down there and
They
get rid
don't
of
get
them.
as hot as those other ones.
Yeah, they're not LEDs,
So,
but they're aluminum.
see you, Neil. Yeah, they're gigantic.
Yeah, there were 64 park cans like you'd see on a regular stage, but everybody's got LED now,
Yeah, the little bitty ones, and then they're really bright.
so they don't get hot. These get hot. They're like you used to take them in a hall and couldn't use them in the summertime because it'd raise the
Sweat to
temperature
death.
20 degrees. Well, I used to have 8 of them, and I sold 4, so I kept 4 in case I ever wanted to do something. Probably did I sell them? I don't know. Maybe I only got the little black ones left. I had the car headlights in them. I don't know. Don't know what I got.
I don't.
They're out in the shed. Don't really get there very often. So talking about Sturgis again. So Rallies coming up. So what we've got coming up on the burners is Leesburg is actually the next official rally we've got coming up. And that's going to be, do you have a date for Leesburg?
I will in a minute here.
So look up
April.
Leesburg. We're probably going to do a Friday afternoon and then come back on Saturday and stay a little bit later. Not too late. We're about 45, 50 miles from there. And
21st.
yeah, so it's 21st. It starts on Thursday.
Yeah, 24th.
Yeah, so it starts on Thursday. Saturday's really the best day to go to on that. If you're local and you want to go to it, Saturday's the best day. Friday's okay, but it's for the 4 days. See, a lot of these, that's what I look at with these 4-day rallies is, if I lived in Illinois or I lived in Texas or something like that, are you going to drive all the way over there for 3 or 4 days? Is that worth it for a rally? I don't know. I just don't. I don't know.
Well, everybody said that downtown Leesburg was the place to be. That was the. I guess it must have been like Fayetteville back in the day. That all the bikers went there. They said there was hundreds of thousands of bikes flying in the streets, parties going on, everybody's drinking, bands, everything downtown. That didn't happen when we were there last year, and we didn't go to the fall one. So I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be this year. I don't know.
I've seen people's videos, and I don't know. Well, it's kind of like we just went to this one here in Brooksville or whatever it was.
Brooksville. You got it right.
And it was scattered on a couple streets downtown. Well, it's kind of like Galveston's like that. If you've ever been to Galveston, they kind of there's 2 streets there. Well, one street they closed down, and then they've got little streets coming off all of them. But it's really hard to, what these promoters need to do is actually give out maps with actually where these vendors are at. They know where the majority of them are going to be at. And it's not that hard. They already got maps showing up, just like the place we just went to last Saturday. They had a map showing you the vendors, but nobody was in them. They didn't tell you. They just showed you where all these tents were supposed to be. I would say half the vendors weren't even there anyway. But to have a vendor to say, hey, Speed Performance Plus is here, Master Louis over here, Amsoil's over here, and this and that. At least you'd know when you came in, because you might go to some of those streets and think, I'm not walking down that hill. I don't know if anything down there worth seeing or not. So I don't know. I think that would be really easy to do. And of course, there could be vendors show up at the last minute and you can't show that. I guess you could change the scrolling thing on the bottom. Take that off. Just hide it. There you go. And so, I don't know. So that's next Leesburg. Then after that, we'll have Panama City Beach. That'll be the next one. We'll be there almost a whole week. Actually, I think it is Monday to Monday, I think.
Well, that's not when it starts. I think it's only it starts Wednesday.
I mean, we'll
be there, yes.
Yeah, so it starts on Wednesday and goes till Saturday or Sunday. Sunday, I think it's over on Sunday too. Sundays usually aren't much going on. But I mean, most of the good vendors are there. Rickrak's going to be there. J&P Cycles comes in. Amsoil. All the vendors that we talk about are all going to be there. Sinister Sound. What's the other handlebar guy?
KST.
Yeah, they're there. Just about everybody is there. And I don't know. I would think Cycle Gear would be there this year too, since they're kind of with J&P Cycles now. Co-owners, or they own it, or Rodzilla owns it all. But it seems like now they've been coming along too. So it's kind of neat that it looks like Chase is going to have maybe 3 different places with vendors. So it might end up being it might really, he may be turning this around. Because like I say, this was going to be it. We weren't planning on going back after this year because it just isn't much of a rally. There just isn't even enough content for me to film. You go hang out at Miss Newbies or, you really at the bars. Hammerhead Fred's, they've got a bikini contest too, but the thing drags on 5 nights. It's just too, well, the Buffalo Chip does that too, but I mean, the Buffalo Chip.
I think they have a misses and a miss.
Yeah, we filmed the misses when we filmed. We didn't do the other one. We did film the girls come up one night, but that's it. But we filmed the misses when they won or something, I think we did. But it's like every night at like 10 or 11 o'clock after the band start, because I guess they do it in between the band break.
Yeah,
and they have no idea when they're going to stop. And so you sit there half the night waiting. So I don't know if we can get in there and get. But for us, we have to know when things are happening. We can't hang out at a bar for 4 hours waiting for a 10-minute show.
Well, if Chase is in cahoots with all them, maybe we can have a specific
date. Did he say Hammerhead Fred?
Well, that's what he said, Hammerhead Fred and Miss Newbies. That they.
No, he said Sharkies.
Oh, he said
and
Sharkies.
Hammerhead Fred.
Oh.
Because Hammerhead Fred and Sharkies the same place. I mean, the ones that own by the same ones. Same owners.
And, we have cups.
Yeah. When you come back, you save money. And
if they have your drink, they didn't have our drink last year.
Yeah, they had to make them. Well, at Hammerhead Fred, they make you one. They made it wasn't a frozen drink. It was just a
so where's your picture windows on and Lone Star riders on. Paulie P said he probably won't be able to. He bought another bike this year, so he may not be able to go to any rallies. What? And then Rod King.
Where do you live, Paulie P?
So Rod King, he said he wants to meet up with us in Leesburg. Oops, this one. Email us at that email address.
And we'll give you a phone number.
And we'll give you a phone number that you can call us or text us, and then we can
tell you where we're going to be when we're going to get there.
Yeah. So where's your picture window? Lone Star's on. So those two guys. Good evening, guys. There's H.A. Harley 2799.
So those are the next rallies that are in the books.
Oh,
now we may end up hitting some other events that's going on here. We missed the Forgotten Angels. Is that what it's called?
Forgotten Angels, yes.
Yeah. That was last weekend, I think. And we were going to go down there. She wanted to kind of see that and see what's going on. They raised a lot of money. I know Shade Tree and even Adam Sandoval, I think, went down there. I seen a video on his the other day. I thought it was still coming up in a couple of weeks, but we wouldn't have probably covered it, but we would have went to see because it's a good foundation and it really does a good thing here for people in Florida. It's more of a Florida thing than it is
like Genevieve, Wisconsin.
Many rallies up in Wisconsin.
Well, did you ever go to the Ohio one? I guess that's not too awful far from them. Everybody says the Ohio bike rally is really good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't realize it was 10 days long, but I don't really. Most of our vendors don't go to the Ohio one, so it's kind of weird to say that it's such a big rally if none of the big vendors go. And because when you go to these small ones, and you got people selling leathers and people selling T-shirts, and it ends up being more. I'm waiting. We're hoping Mike. I don't know. Did he ever say he was going to go to Arizona Bike Week?
He never did say. Mike, are you still on from Phoenix?
And just to see if it's gotten any better. We went a couple years ago, and then I went about 15 years ago. You went with us too. And
that was 2014.
Yeah, so, and it sucked then. And the problem is they don't really have, I don't know, it's just, well, it's like somebody else said when I was looking at a Facebook thing, said Cave Creek, which it is. Cave Creek is 100 times better, but Cave Creek's about as long as this restaurant is here at Chick-fil-A. It's about a block long. They got, I think one guy owns 4 bars that are along there, restaurant, bar, and a couple different things. And across the street used to be a place that was called Buffalo Chip 2. It's a rodeo. And somebody said that years ago they had vendors there, but since we've been, when we were out there in 2014, they didn't have nobody out there. And so it's not really a big area. You couldn't bring 1,000 bikes probably even to that town. It would be overwhelming. And then getting there, you're going through the high ends, and you got to watch your speed and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. The West Coast just can't get rallies going. We're hoping that the Bullhead rally that's taken over the Laughlin River run, that Larry can get that going. And no, it's not going to be this year. It's going to take a few years for him to build it up and get it where it's supposed to be. But But see, now what happens is it's like here, Panama City can get this rally kicked up, and it's good. This is the exact same time the Las Vegas, not Laughlin, the Laughlin and River Run used to be for years, the exact same weekend. So unless you're a big company like J&P Cycles that has 2 trucks, now Ciro used to go there originally, so I don't know. I'd have to talk to her and see what made them go to Panama City. I know because Laughlin died. It's been dying. We went to it for probably close to 20 years ago. We started going to it, and we didn't even go to it during its heyday. But they used to have about 30 to 35,000 people. It's just like people.
John's on. Hey, John, from J&P Cycles.
We were going to call you, but we're not going to call you now until.
Do you ever sleep? No, he doesn't.
We were going to call you, but I couldn't make it over this week, and so in probably 15 days. Well, maybe 20 days now. We're going to come back over to Daytona and see you.
After April 10th.
There you go. So hopefully you won't be on vacation. We'll call before we come. Then ride the bike. And
wait for all these storms to pass.
And so yeah. So
call me tomorrow, he says.
Yeah. So that's the main man of JP Cycles here in Daytona. We got friends everywhere.
We got friends.
No, we don't have them in low places.
In all over places. How about that?
Places, yeah. Which is kind of neat. That's one of the things, because people somebody wrote the other day, and I don't know who it was, one of our regular subscribers said, do you really enjoy what you're doing? And I kind of got off on a guy the other day, and hopefully I think it was actually a guy that has been on our channel a couple times. And he commented that he wished I would learn how to use my punctuation and my grammar. And that's
not one of our strong suits.
Well, first of all, I just told him, I do this for fun. Yes, we want to make enough money that it justifies doing it, but am I looking to make any money on it? Well, it'd be nice to, but I'm not looking to live on this. We've got a little bit of a pension, and she gets a little bit of money from her stuff, and we're okay. We could sit home and we'd be very comfortable the rest of our life. But doing this, of course, this is more money than what we want.
More expensive
than
more than
we
have.
have. So, yes. So I tell the guy, I said, I could pay somebody to edit these videos. I could pay somebody to proofread them. There's nobody out here putting out a video every single day during a bike rally. Nobody is. I don't know if there's even anybody. The Monkey Man tried, I think in Sturgis he put 2 or 3 out. He did a couple of lives, I think, in Daytona. And I think he did something when he bought that bike. But I mean, that was it. He really didn't go around and do it. Not that I seen. He might have, and I just didn't see any of them. But he didn't really, for 10 days. And I noticed like Saturday he was already home. So he wasn't even there for the last weekend.
Not that very far away.
He's on the other side of the state, I think. It was over by Fort Myers or someplace. They said Fort Lauderdale or something.
I think up by Tampa.
I forget where they said.
I don't know.
Somebody ends up being one of our subscribers is his next door neighbor.
Oh, it's down in Fort Lauderdale then. Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, one of our subscribers lives down the street from me. And oops, earthquake.
That was him, not me.
So that's one of the things that I wanted, which I did. I left a job making $50 an hour, plus all the overtime that I wanted to work, and I got full benefits. And I retired from that job. So I could have been making more money now because it was a union job, and it just kept getting more and more every year. You get a raise, no matter how bad it is. We've always gotten a raise. It might only be 1.5%, but it's something. So I don't do this because of the money. Because sometimes we are working 12 to 15 hours, which is some of these days I'm up by 7, and a couple times we have several nights in Daytona we didn't get to bed after 2 o'clock in the morning. Then we're up again at 7 a.m. So we worked the whole time. I edited, I filmed.
That's why I'm sleeping in now. I can't.
And normally we're not. Now we did it in Sturgis last year. We did a lot of late nights like that because I was trying to get a video out, and it ended up not working that way this year. I wanted to do videos like we did last fall where we could come back for a couple hours, edit it, and then go back out. Well, that didn't really work. Well, the rain kind of screwed everything up here this year in Daytona. So I kind of went off on that guy, and I basically said, if it got to the point where I'm not having any fun and this turns out to be a job, we probably won't be doing it. So the things that I like about doing this is, one, especially in Sturgis, and I got it here in Daytona too. How many people came up to us and said, I've been watching your videos all week, figuring out what I want to do. This is the first time I've been to Daytona. This is the first time I ever came to Sturgis. And that is a lot to me for somebody to say that they've been watching our stuff and going off of what I say to do. The other thing is that you guys buy from where we recommend you to, and all of our vendors say that. They're like, you have no idea how many people come in here and say, Bob and Tam, I seen you on Bob and Tam show, and I'm here to buy stuff from you. And so, yes, we could definitely make money from all these vendors and push products and stuff like that. But I'd rather have you look at stuff, just like the biker bar. We just did the biker bar video, you know, and I could have went on there and said, Shane, I want to put the biker bar on my thing, and everybody buys a biker bar. I want 10% off it. I'd have made $38 because I think it's $3.80 or something. What he's selling them pretty much the same price everybody else is. So I'd have made $38 right off the top, off of every one that somebody bought. I already have one person says they want to win the $75 so they can buy the biker bar. Oh, I had somebody, they went on and said they had their 1800 cc Honda, I think, that they use the biker bar to that. So they're if you look underneath it, they're telling you it's only for a Harley. But I mean, if there's a frame and it's about the same height and there is adjustment on it, it probably would work on any bike. You know, it would work on a dirt bike because it's up too high, but it would have to sit the same level like a touring bike would. So I don't know, but we could probably measure it and see things like that for other people's bike, but definitely not a dirt bike or a BMX or something like that. Or the new Pan America. That style of bike would never work because the frame's up too high. You have to get it to where it locks in and pulls it down. That's how somebody else said, how does your handlebars not move? Well, that's what it does. When you pull the bike in, it brings it down a little bit. It's not bottoming out the shocks, but it's tight enough to where you can't, it's hard to even take your hands and try to turn it. So I like that. And some of the other things that I liked, if you heard us talking to Chase, was that, like we have in Sturgis, I love it that we have these great relationships with the city, like at Sturgis. We've got such a great rapport with them. They would do almost anything we would ask them. They would probably say we can make that happen. Like last year, we got them to give on our ride. They gave us the coins to give out to all of our and those are $20
I called them like at 3:00 the day before we went on the ride because I thought, I wonder if they'd give us anything because I wanted to make like a little swag bag.
We wanted the cups. We wanted to get a free cup, but they said because it's liquor and all that, and it was all about money. I mean, still gave us the 80th
coins. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, so it was pretty neat. It was nice.
And like I said, I called them like it was like 2 or 3 that afternoon. I went by at 5 as they were locking the front door at the Court City Hall, and she's like, "Oh, here." I had no idea what I was getting. Yeah. She just gave them to me. I said, "Thanks." We ran out the door.
I think there were some other things in there too.
And so that was pretty cool. I think we got little pins too, maybe.
So it's really neat that you know, and I love that. And we tried to do it here in Daytona, and it's just nobody would return our calls or get back with us. It was like Leesburg. I was going to tell her we're going to go up and talk to John that owns Skater Harley, and said, "Oh, by the way, go to hold of the Chamber of Commerce." She goes, "Oh, don't you remember the trouble we had last year when we tried to get a hold of them? It's run by a committee." And
yeah, it's like the People's Project for the city of Leesburg. I don't know.
And,
it's like
actually, well, she reminded me what. There are a certain political group that usually doesn't get along with bikers real well. And it's like a lot of these towns that chase away bikers. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. That's who those people are. No wonder they didn't talk to us.
Well, we stopped in. Well, first we called. Nobody called us back. Then, they said somebody had to call you back. We'll have them call you. Well, they never called. So then we stopped by their office. And we stood in the office for like 20 minutes. No one even acknowledged that we were standing there. And we kept saying, hello. We heard people in the back. They didn't even come out and say, can I help you? Do you need some help?
So those are the things I like. I was actually, for some of you who've been watching our channel.
The Pinter window said he bought a battery from Amsoil Adam because he said, tell him to pay the big guy 10%. What's that? She used to say, don't forget to pay the lady.
That was at the auctions. That was
Pawn Star, not Pawn Stars. Storage Wars.
Storage Wars.
Don't forget to pay the lady. That's what she'd say.
But, you know, we do get a little bit of a discount. Someone will give us a 10 or 20% discount or 15 or whatever. Some don't give us any discount. But when we buy stuff from them, and but I mean, it's a lot of times like I had a rattle on one of my mufflers and Speeds tightened it up. And when I said how much, oh, you don't worry about it. And so we get a little bit of like that, but they're not paying me anything. And, you know, we could do that. And I don't know where we'll go with all this, which, like I say, we said after this year, we'll let you know where we change and what we do different next year based on the money that we make if it ends up, because last year I spent way too much of my retirement money. And
the tax lady's supposed to call us next week and tell us
and
if
so,
it's good
yeah.
or bad news.
Well, I think I put a lot of deductions in because we drove 10,000 miles. Well, you figure 10,000 miles times 58 cents, whatever it is now. That's a big chunk of money right there. So, and then we bought equipment and we took off some of the campgrounds we had to pay for because they can't say I'm not doing this as a job. You know, it's not like we yes, which some people say, I would have never seen these rallies if I didn't have this YouTube channel. We would have gone. I've always wanted to go to Daytona. Actually, me and Art had talked about it years ago that we wanted to ride across the United States on our bikes and do Daytona sometime. It never happened. Well, one is from California. It's a long ride, and we're not like that where we can ride 1,000 miles on the bike. I've never. I like to enjoy my ride. I'm not. It's not like a mission for me to ride.
Except one time coming home from
So that
Sturgis.
was you. And
I thought my kids were leaving, and
but
I was
that's
freaking out.
which it is. There's days that we've rode 150 miles, and that's it because we stopped a whole bunch of places and checked this out.
That's what he likes. He likes to drive and stop. If he sees something, all of a sudden it's like, he turns around.
Like when we were coming back, which I didn't get to stop. Coming back because I came up too fast. When we were going to this Brookville, there was a little sign that said the oldest country store or something was down that road. And when we came by it, I knew it was coming up somewhere. But when I got it, I was doing like 70 miles an hour, and there was no way. It was a truck behind me. There's no way I could have stopped them. When I looked, there's nowhere for me to turn around. So I would have liked to have gone down that road to see what that little store looked like. Is it really the oldest store? Is it really neat? Is it even in business anymore? Or is it just, I love ghost towns too, real ghost towns that people don't live in anymore. And we've done a lot of that. We've gone out to Bodie and all these different ghost towns that we've gone to. I've gone out to where in the middle of Las Vegas, out in the lake, which is probably above ground again, there's a town that's actually under the lake, Mead in.
Oh, it was 60 a second ago.
Oh, missed it. Could have had your chance.
So 59. It was 60 and then 59.
Okay, get one more on, and we'll do another
giveaway.
Here, I got to type something in this time, so we can. Oh, give me your phone since you already got it on. Talk while I'm doing.
All righty. Oh, now 60, 61. We're up to 61. So he's going to type something in the comments, and you'll have to do whatever he's typing. I don't know what he's saying or what he's doing. So don't forget, if you're on, to give us a thumbs up, and we're going to give a giveaway to the what? I don't know, whatever he's saying. I don't know what it's going to be. So don't forget. There he goes. Oh, nope, that's Polly P. Writing doesn't fatigue me anywhere. But smoke and drink doesn't help. No, it doesn't. That's why we have always had to stop with Art, because Art always had to. But Art always had to stop and have a cigarette break. So whenever we did stop. Alrighty.
I'm still looking here.
60 still on. So, and Randy said we saw him on Main Street. Are you going to go to Panama City, Randy? He's in Atlanta.
Stop it! I do not want the big speed.
And Polly P. I know. Well, we used to ride, I guess most of his bikes he had 3 years, and he'd put about 50,000 miles on it.
Emoji.
EMJOI emoji. I don't know. The other smoke.
I don't know. I really...
Get that just going. That's cool. Well, you'll have to email us, Rick Rhymes, here, and then if you go, we'll give you our phone number, and you can give us a call. Where'd he go? Maybe. There we go. So, watching from New Jersey. Hello. Well, we're going to have a giveaway here again in just a few minutes. A chance for you to earn an entry into one of the 13 prizes.
Now, this one's going to make you work. You have to find this exact. Well, you have to go down to that where that's at.
All right. Wait a minute.
Right there.
No, this one?
Yeah. You have to put that exact emoji, which I probably spelled it wrong, with sunglasses on. The next 10 people that do that will get entered. So let's see how many people can find. Oh, there's one. Neil's got it. So Neil's the first one. Then Daryl S. hitting it pretty good. Roy Jenkins, SJS,
Oh boy.
Slim Jim. How many is that? 1, 2,
That's
3,
4.
4, 5,
SJS.
6, 7.
Slim Jim is
Neil.
5. Neil again.
Yeah.
6. Neil. That's 6.
Mark Stevenson. You sure that's only 6?
Yeah. Neil. Daryl S.
No.
Roy
Oh, there's another one
Jenkins,
here that came up.
SJS.
Hang on. There's Paul P. got in there.
Okay.
It must have been held up. So it should be Paul P. and then Daryl S. You had that at the top. Daryl S. Then Roy
Jenkins, SJS.
Yep.
Slim Jim.
Neil.
Neil again.
Mark. Okay. Lone Star Rider.
That's 9.
And then last one got a new person. Melanie B.
She just came on.
Also Shaw. She's the last one. Is that 10?
Yeah, that's 10. Melanie
All
B.
right. So we got our 10. Let's just try it. You guys caught on that pretty good.
Yeah.
New SJS switch because she loves putting emojis up.
She
We
knows.
get a lot of those when she sends us stuff on our phone.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so that was fun. Worked pretty quick.
We say she. SJS is a she.
Yeah, she said she got on one of the other YouTube channels and they thought she was a man.
A guy. A dude, she said. They thought
Yeah.
I was a dude.
And I'm like, I don't know.
She told us about
it's a lot of, which I do. I see some of you. I don't always talk on a lot of other YouTube channels.
Lorenzo's crying because he didn't get in there fast enough.
Well, we'll do another one here in a little bit,
Yeah.
and I'll think of my next one to put up.
Type it in now so we don't have
Yeah.
to wait for you. Bob, you're a bike. You're not an English teacher. That's
No.
right. So that's
Well, I tell people one of the things that we get more compliments on than anything else is people say you guys are who you are. Stay real. Don't get political. Don't get corporate. Just stay who you are because that's what we like that. So that's what I told this guy too. I said, we are who we are. And and I go back and look at. I wish I would have caught it. Both of them are on the police videos. The one back on Sturgis, which had like 80,000 people watch it. I don't know how I didn't catch this. I spelled helmet with an N in it. Where that came from, I don't know. But I when you type it in with a computer like that, there's no spell check or nothing. And I look at stuff, but I mean, and then last video with the police chief, I spelled chief wrong. I got the I and the E backwards. And it looked right, but it wasn't right.
2 things. I have never
I
passed.
before E, except that there's she every time it is an April May. I didn't have time to say that.
I don't know
But see,
any
the
of
other
that
thing
crap.
is I
have
don't
not
really.
passed the spelling test in 4th grade,
So what I do with these
and I'm
videos,
dyslexic.
what I do with these videos is I get a video all done. Okay, I've spent 2 hours now editing it. It's ready to go. Now I've got to let the computer render it. And depending on the computer and depending on how many dissolves and things that I've added to it, stuff like that, texting and all the different stuff that I put on layers, that all takes a while. Could be 30 minutes, could be an hour or so. Okay, at that point, I can watch it as the finished product. Okay, now if I see something I don't like, now I got to go back, render it again for another hour. Then I watch it again. Oh, I see something else I did wrong. I got to render it. No, I'm not. I'm done at that point. Screw it. You get over it. So at that point, now I've got to send it to the cloud and get YouTube to put it. So they get it. I send it to them, and it has taken us in Sturgis all night. So then I go back in the morning, and I usually put the time that I want to put it on, and I want to put any comments or anything that I want to
Hashtags
put,
and
all
all
the
that
stuff
stuff.
like that. I have to put that all on in the morning, and then now finally the video's ready to go. So that's a normal thing. So do I have time to really watch the videos? Right now I do. I've the video that I'm doing on Sons of Speed. I watched it all. I put all the dissolves. I put some different things in it. I put the music in. It sounds pretty good. It's as good as I'm going to make it with what I've got. I can't go back and reshoot stuff. See, that's the problem. You look at a professional TV show, or you look at some of these guys that are doing videos from a studio, or they're doing it from home or something like that. They can go back out and redo something. Okay, I can't. We can't go back down to Daytona now and go to the Sons of Speeds and film that bike because the shot we got just wasn't quite right. Or the guy started talking, like one of them, the guy started talking before I got the camera all the way up to him. So you're going to see him talk, and the camera's coming up to his face while he's talking. Well, that or you're going to lose the first 5 words the guy says, which is his name, who he is. So, you know, I got to take what I can get.
We got some crazy moonshine people from
Yeah.
the Discovery Channel
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
I got a picture with them.
Yeah. And Billy Lane, that was really neat. We got him actually talking to
Jody
Shelly
Pirowitz.
Rossmeyer, and we actually got a girl at races. You actually see her in the video twice. They let her do some practice laps before everybody else did the race. So you actually see her go around twice on the track. We're only catching one turn. And I was going to show where the 2 bikes hit, but I couldn't find it. But it says in the video it's there at the beginning, but it didn't show up. I don't know where it's at. I got way too much footage. And so that's the problem we have when I do videos is I can't go back and redo something because the rally's over. So if I was only putting out like some of these people, like Prime Cut Pro, he's probably going to do a couple videos. And he was there the whole time too. He got there from the very beginning. He was there with us at the
bikini
contest, and he was there at. No, he didn't come to the
midget wrestling
because he said it wasn't any good. He said he doesn't get anybody to watch that stuff. I said actually, when we did the one in Panama City, you guys really liked it. They said you should have just made a video just to them guys, and we talked to those guys, and I think it's kind of neat. I think it's.
Were you putting some in there for your next thing?
No.
He gets to talking and he forgets what he's doing. He can't do 2 things at once. So I wanted to say thank you to Melody up here too. She said she's watched us for a long time. She thinks we're awesome together. Yeah, well, that's my try to tell them. You can't please everybody, and you're always going to have critics. There's always going to be out there. That's what they said.
We'll see how many
Somebody
people
should told them to suck
watch
eggs.
our videos. This one's going to be a good one.
I don't know what he's going to do. Yep. I don't know. I just told him, because that's what I said. Just say, thanks for watching. Sorry, didn't catch it. Thanks for watching. I mean, what are you going to do? That's what I said. Spelling has never been my strong suit. I'm trying to learn Espanol, and I'm on this past tense thing, and oh my gosh, I can't get through it. Keep saying, wrong, I can't speak English. I don't know how you expect me to speak Spanish.
Oh, I got 48. Now you got to get some more people got to come back on.
49. Oh, we dropped off. We're going to have another chance to enter the giveaway. So don't go away. Stay tuned.
And so the drawing is actually going to be, because the rally starts April 28th. No,
April 27th.
So it's going to be way before that, because I think we have to tell her in April sometime, the first week or so. I'll have to go back and see when the Buffalo Chip needs to be notified. So the drawing may come to a close before at the end of this month, which isn't too many more days left.
Because today's the 23rd?
23rd. So it's Sunday when we leave is 27th. So pretty much next Friday, probably a week from Friday, might be the end. And then at that point, that's why we need all of you to email us at our email. You can click our email back up. And our email back up. And that's one reason we need your email is you need to email us so we can contact you. Because the person that wins some of these things, like if you're win the Buffalo Chip, I got to call you up and say, okay, you are going to be the winner of the Buffalo Chip. And are you going? Or are you already going and you're just going to use the concert tickets? Whatever's fine, either way. And if you say, well, no, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go or not, well, then you're not going to get the tickets. Because we want to make sure it's something, because somebody else is probably sitting in there saying, so we made it over the 50. So We'll see how many of you actually watch our videos. So the question that's coming up is, what is our average live video? When we go live, what is the time that she usually says we've been on that long, and we try to cut it off at that point? You have to be within it. So we'll see. 10 people. Get it?
First 10 people.
Yeah.
How long are our lives generally?
Yes. And they're usually at a certain time. She says, hey, we've been on this long. We need to start cutting it down. So we've been on 15 seconds, and we've been on videos that have been longer than that, way longer.
There's one, Roy.
So once you start telling people what it is, yeah, they're starting to get it.
So Roy is one.
I don't know, where do you see Roy at?
Roy, right there, he's highlighted. Roy Jenkins.
Oh, okay. Roy, and then next one. Whoop. Next one
There's
is
Daryl
Slim.
S. Daryl S. and Pubbin. I don't.
Yeah, I got to use your phone. It works better on the phone. All right, we probably already got our plenty 10.
Yeah.
All right, so Roy was first, Daryl S, then Slim Jim, then Danny, Paulie P. Oh, no, Paulie P's off. That's 2.5 hours.
Oh.
2 hours. Randy Grimes, 78. Harley, or HR, 27.99. Ryan Steele, are you watching?
What do you
How many is that?
It's a 7, 8. It was Ryan Steele.
SJS.
SJS. 9.
Lone Star Rider. How many is that?
9. One more. 10.
Rider X came in at the end.
Oh, there he is.
Art said an hour and a half. Art, you don't watch the show enough.
Rider X.
She always says it's 2 hours. You need to cut it off. We're at that. See, what happened is in Sturgis, we lost some of our live videos because we hadn't been on long enough, and they would only allow you so much time in their buffer. And if you didn't get done in the buffer, like we had went like 2.5 hours. And when I got back, I lost everything. I wasn't.
And it was
real
a
happy
really
about
good
it.
one. Oh my gosh, we were down in Deadwood, and we were laughing so hard, and there was people coming on, and we had little kids on. It was the best live I think we ever did. Lost it all. Nothing. There was nothing there because it was over 2 hours. So I always get panicky when we get close.
Well,
to
this
the
one
2
here
hours.
now, since we're on StreamYards, we thought we lost last week's Wednesdays, but Sundays we thought we lost because it never came. Normally about 10-15 minutes after I'm done, it comes up on YouTube. Well, it never showed up. Well, then I started going into this, and I'm like, okay, it saves it. StreamYard saves it. So I downloaded it. It took all night long to download the video again here to where I would have had to repost it again. It wouldn't have came up as a live. Because what's nice about lives is YouTube likes lives and they recommend them more. So in the morning after I got it all downloaded, I looked at it. I'm like, okay, it's all there. I looked at my phone and bing, it's back. Now they had finally, I don't know what took YouTube so long. It took them at least 8 hours for them to put it back up, which I don't know why. And so that's why
Maybe
we try to stay at the 2 hour minimum or maximum. And we have gone longer. We've had one video get close to 2.5 to 3 hours. And we've had some that we cut off because, we got the trolls got on a Friday night and we cut it off pretty quick. And we've had technical difficulties and got cut off. And so 2 hours is
Even
normally,
sitting in the truck. It's like 2 hours is about as long as I can sit and just without going crazy.
So,
all right, so somebody said we were having some lag, and then Paulie P said there's none. Okay, so all you guys need to email us at this email.
Yes.
Tell me the prize number that you want. Send us your address and your phone number to this email.
And tell us that if any of you are Patreon or if you bought the little sticker. I don't think I see anybody on.
Yeah, I don't think so. I've seen so either.
It should have that little. It looks like a little S. I don't see anybody.
No, I don't think so either.
So.
I don't remember who it was. If I see
the
name,
usually we have here. Internet's been really well. It's my internet. It's our T-Mobile
hotspot.
T-Mobile,
which usually doesn't do very good.
So.
It says, "Oh my gosh, I can't see you now. We're all blurry."
And so it's
really screwed up the camera.
I know it has to refocus. And it'll get back
all right, let me see.
So we'll do one last one before we get off tonight.
There's still 55 on.
See, we're at 1 hour and 48 minutes we've been on. So,
yeah.
So see, we try to stick around that 2 hours.
See, you got too close again. You were really messing with the camera tonight. I don't know.
You need a napkin to clean it off. Take your shirt off and rub it on there.
Do you need a napkin? I don't know. I don't
need something
anything.
Soft, not a napkin to scratch it all up.
I don't know what to tell you.
I'll rub my finger on it. Does that make it any better?
Not really. I still look blurry, or is it just me?
It's probably just
maybe I should put my glasses on.
Wow, it's clear again.
No, it's not. It's still blurry.
I don't know.
You shouldn't have put your thing up there. Oh, there. He says he's a Patreon. Oops.
There you go. So you have to send us an email and tell us you're a Patreon. And because that's what she's going to do tomorrow. She's going to go through tomorrow. Because what I've done is all of you that it said on comments on a video, I want to win, whatever, da, 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 da. And if you haven't emailed us yet and we don't have any information on you, we're going to come out probably on Wednesday and tell all the people that we don't have any information on, you need to give us information or you're not going to be put in the drawing. We need to have contact information, because what happened, just like last year when we did this 2 years ago, when we gave just miscellaneous stuff away, we still had some stuff that nobody ever claimed, and that won. So I don't know what happened to them, if they died on us or quit watching YouTube or forgot to pay their internet bill. I don't know, something like that. But if we don't have a way to contact you, then there's nothing I can do. So, but I really like, we got some really great prizes here. I'd like to give them all away to somebody. I don't want to keep them. I'd like to have that phone charger, and but that's all right.
No,
we got it.
that's for you guys. Yep.
Here, I'm gonna clean the camera.
I don't think it's the camera.
What else?
I think it's just the focus. It got out of focus because it was fine before.
That's a little better.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the light.
There. Now it's better.
It's the
Yeah.
light.
I was really fuzzy. Maybe it would
She was
make my
drinking too
wrinkles
much.
look better. It's all fuzzy, then it'd be all blurred together.
I look like I'm all nice and tan, and she looks like a whitey.
And I've got some new makeup. This is darker. It didn't work.
I always get darker than her.
He does. He's got that olive skin. Taking off the shirt, they said, give him some thumbs up for that.
There you go.
Looks great now. Good. Was it blurry for you guys too? So anyway, if you were one of the winners, if we called off your names tonight, we'll have one more chance to enter.
George still on there?
Is who? Yeah, he was right there. I don't want the prize. I'll probably talk you out of one anyway, he said.
Well, which is Ciro wanted to do that with us. Wanted to do bike stuff.
Do you take
And-
bribes?
And so we're Art, my neighbor across the street, just got a brand new Harley. We're probably going to do this fall when we get home. If you live anywhere around Arizona, and my garage is built, which may not be till January of next year, right before we go to Daytona again. So I may not be doing nothing. But if you lived around us, we may be able to do something on your bike, and you might be able to get free
We got
stuff from
Mohawk
us.
Mike, and we got a couple people live in Arizona.
Yeah. So
Mike.
you can actually,
Mike,
because
yeah.
there's not anything, I don't really want them to put something on my bike for free. I'll put it on somebody else's bike for free, and then they can tell me what they think about it. And but see, when you get something for free, or if I'm making money off of you, I just can't believe, which, like I said, we've told you the story before, how we got screwed on. Well, I didn't get screwed because I got smart beforehand. But, when I watch all these YouTube channels, and I can't believe that about a month ago, there must have been almost every one of these guys had a paid advertisement in their thing. Now, we had the Amazon link, but I've never updated that. When we first started, if you go click down here, not on this one, I don't think, maybe it is on here. I don't remember if I put it all on here or not.
What's it called? The Amazon.
Yeah, it was Amazon link. And what the idea was is if people would say, hey, I see you guys have this great satellite on your trailer or your antenna. What antenna did you guys buy? Put on the Amazon link and you can find it. Well, they're supposed to pay you something too. I don't know what they pay you. I don't know if anybody, I never got a check from Amazon, so I don't know.
Because a couple people said, oh, I bought that from
Yeah.
off your Amazon page. I guess that's
Yeah.
what it was called, the Amazon page.
So I don't know. I've never gotten any money from Amazon, so I don't know where it went.
If it really
Well,
works.
we have a bunch of different affiliates. If you want a diesel card, if you want to get discounts on diesel and you're traveling across the United States, we have a diesel card. We have discount.
Do we ever
links,
get a discount for that?
links. No, I never got a check
We've
from
given that
to a bunch of
to a
people.
bunch of people,
And
which is a great
Thousand
deal.
Trails, we have a link there. Coast to Coast, we have all those links in there. Boondockers, well, all these links that are down here in
We
the
got
comments.
$15 from Boondockers Welcome once, didn't we?
No, that was the school mom gave us that free pass.
No.
But I don't think I ever got any money from them. Maybe
I
I
thought
did.
you put it on there and you said, oh, we got a $15 from Boondockers Welcome. So one person joined from our link.
Yeah. So I don't know. But see, a lot of people think if you called up and say, well, Bob and Tams. Well, most people that are there, none of them know who we are.
He put his heater grips on, he said.
Oh, did he?
That's what he said.
We should have filmed that. Did you film it? How hard was it to run
A
those
little
wires?
bit of everything. That's going to be the name of his channel.
Yeah. Did you get? How'd you get the wires down through the
Handlebars.
handlebars?
He just told you how to do it, but you probably weren't
He
on
wasn't
yet.
probably on yet.
No,
Well, he's done now, so he didn't.
he doesn't need to know.
Well, he doesn't have an air compressor. He's
Yeah, he does. He's
I
got
think
that little one
I
we
think
had.
the little one I got, I think he said it broke.
Oh, that's what I say. I thought we gave him that little one.
Yeah, we did. I don't know if I had enough air.
So if you got an entry in tonight, email us. Email us your name, your screen name, your real name, your address, and your phone number. And then we'll put you in our phone and we'll send you our Bob and Tam phone number.
So that was what I was getting to, because Art was asking if I took bribes. And it's he could come out to churches and work with us, and I could get him into the Buffalo Chip for free anyway, as with us. And so yes, I can get stuff for people that are doing stuff work for me. But we're looking at maybe doing some stuff on, like my neighbor. He wanted bag covers for his bike. So I said, well, if you wait till we come home, I can probably get Rickrak to give me a pair, and then we'll do a little video on that. And so like lights or anything for like 2014s and up is what most of these companies are selling their parts, Ciro and Rickrak and all that. The headlights probably going to fit in different bikes, or you want the loud horn that Rickrak sells, or the gas cap that has a magnet on it. And I can't get all that stuff for everybody, but it's what they're looking for is stuff that it's like Ciro does. I get a thing from Ciro every week saying, "You want to promote this item for us? Do you want to do this, this?" No, I just don't respond to them. They do watch our channel because she found out that we were saying the wrong product we were giving away. It's still a cup holder, just has a different bracket than what I wrote on there.
You put mirror mount bracket.
Yeah, and it's the other one. So with no big deal, still works the same way. But she just didn't want anybody to be upset that
when they got it.
Yeah. So we'll change it tomorrow, and then we're going to do a video. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get that video done.
Because it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. So we'll do all that.
It's Florida. May never rain at all. And so that's
depends on what side street you're standing on.
Yeah. So let me write down here.
No, but I can pull it all apart and then film it. I used a coat hanger for the cable, or a hanger for the cable. I'm assuming it's a coat hanger.
Air would have done it. Rag in an air, and you push the wire through. You missed that tip just a while ago.
All right, so I gotta get ready to write down names again. I'm running out of paper, but that's okay because all you guys are getting entries into the giveaway, so that makes it cool. So 54. If you're on, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And we're going to do another giveaway here in a few minutes.
Yeah, we'll do it right before we quit. Oh, wait, it's almost time to quit. I better put it up.
So this is the giveaway that's coming up here in just a few seconds. As soon as it pops up, I'll put it up here, and it's right there.
I can take it all apart.
Next 10 subscribers that say, I watch Bob and Tam's. Here you go. We need.
We do that when we got the camera, and people are like, oh, they know us. They came
they're like,
to us.
oh my gosh, we watch you guys all the time. We're like, okay, and we talk to them, and they're like, okay, and who do you watch? Where?
So the biker bar, Smokey T Bear says, where can I get a biker bar? The biker bar, Rickrak has them in stock right now. So it's Rickrak.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
It's RICK Rickrak, RAK.com. It's all one word. Rickrak. They've got them in stock, and I like Shane. He's a nice guy. I don't have any trouble with anything. I really like his mechanics and stuff that he has there.
Okay, we got all 10.
Yeah, so don't go crazy. And so she's filling all those names out.
Randy Ryan. So
make sure if you guys have not emailed us that have won, because what she's going to do, and if you let's say you wrote a comment today on the yesterday on the wrestling and whatever the comment, what the clue was, you write in there that, hey, I watched the wrestling one and I didn't email you, so here I'm emailing you today because I did that one, or I watched whatever video it was. I was on the live last week, so she can pair them all up, because that's what she's going to do, because we don't want, not saying anybody would do this,
dude, there he is,
that somebody would just write a whole bunch of emails saying, oh, I seen it, I want to comment now, and da-da-da-da, because everything most of them had a limit on it.
Wait, he didn't say the right thing.
Repping probably didn't want nothing anyway. Has he ever entered on anything yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, has he just come on?
He was on earlier, a little bit earlier. He hasn't been on for the whole thing. He's been on for a while.
He had to work. Got his own business.
Oh,
So
we go.
golf cart parts.
Rider. There we go, Lorenzo. You got in there. All right.
Art didn't try. Art's at the bottom.
Hey, if you want a lot of money for an air compressor. Hey, if you have a lot of money for an air compressor.
Yeah.
The little one that you
I think
have.
it broke.
Oh, okay.
Didn't the little one break?
Wait. Randy, Brian, 78, and then Lone Star, that's 9, and then Lorenzo. Lorenzo got on there. He's the one that was crying last time because he didn't get on. Hey, that was just 10 even. How about that?
Yeah. They must have been counting. Oh, no, there's a bunch more.
Right, okay. Lorenzo. Yeah.
We already got all of our names.
Yeah. Lone Star.
How much are they?
How much are what?
The biker bar.
They're like $3.99.
3. I don't know. Let me look real quick. I'll pull them up. Rickrak.
2 hours.
I mean, even the ones that what's that other company that sells them?
Biker bar.
No, the one that you drive the front wheel in.
Oh, Condor.
Yeah, they're about the same kind of money too. And then you still got to buy straps. You got to buy hooks. I just don't like.
You gotta bolt that
straps.
down too, don't you?
Yeah, I just don't like all.
Biker bar.
I just don't like all the straps. Yeah, it's $3.99.99. That's shipped to your house. I think he gives free shipping too.
Everybody should watch Bob and Tam. Rod King said. All right, let's get 3-gallon pancake compressor from Harbor Freight. The cheapest around $50, and they work good. Are you gonna do this again?
Yeah, I was trying to show Rickrak. So I went on the Rickrak site. Go back. Go to Rickrak, and then you just type in the top there, biker bar, and it comes up. They got them on eBay and stuff like that. And I bought mine 2019. I bought mine off of eBay because I didn't know anybody at that time. We hadn't really gotten, and I was actually talking to the guy that sold biker bars, not sold them. He was the factory rep, and he told me, he says, just get one off of eBay. You know, I don't know. And Rickrak hasn't sold them all that time. He's added it to his collection because if you watch the video we did the other day, 5 or 6 of their bikes are all held down with it. And after we bought it, and especially the warranty after they took care of it, when that one clamp wasn't locking down all the way, no questions asked.
That was a big seller.
Oh, yeah.
That was nice to know that.
And they shipped it overnight. And I could have pried it up with a pry bar, but in the trailer with the golf cart next to it, I don't have a lot of room. That's one of the reasons I don't want straps. Plus, when we're done, she just takes those 4 bolts out of it, and well, we have 4 that hold ours down. Where if you use the plates come through the floor, you just have the 1 bolt coming down on each side, and that's it. You take those bolts out.
I wanted to show him me putting them on, but he said no.
And because ours is different from what
maybe next time.
We have the airline floor in ours that you have
aircraft landing. I said
aircraft floor to where you put these special hooks. They're not even hooks. They're little spring-loaded things that lock into place. And you would never believe that would hold a motorcycle, but they do. They never bend. I haven't replaced them or anything yet. None of them's failed. And that's one of the things.
All right, now you just jinxed yourself.
That ATC sells this airline floor in their travel trailers. They offer that as an option.
Or Jenkins says 30% off. Just tell them Bob and Tam sent you.
You can try it.
You can tell them. Maybe they'll give you something off. I don't know.
If you go to a rally and pick it up, he doesn't have to pay you freight. You might be able to do it.
Yeah.
Cash deal, maybe. I don't know. That's what I talk to a lot of people when.
Money talks.
Because people always say that. They say, well, I always want a deal. Well, one of the things with rallies, some places do. Sometimes you've bought Vance and Hine pipes or
deal specials
like that.
or
you can
rally
get a free
specials.
install. And some of them will have, a little bit of a discount. But a way to save your most money is when you walk up, have your credit card out, and then go, but how about if I just gave you cash? Because most of the time they're paying anywhere from 1.5% to 3% tax or fees on it to start with. Plus they have to wait for their money to show up.
You need some more to drink?
Yeah, it's empty.
It's 2 hours.
So
keep sucking.
So yes, anytime you go to a rally, but a lot of times when you tell them you'll take cash, a lot of times they don't want to give you a receipt then either. So that's the other problem that you could run into if you had a warranty problem with something that you bought. But because most of the time, like Rickrak now, it's got everything all computerized. They got these little
iPads.
and it's really neat the way they got it all set up. They showed it to us, and I told them a while back, I said, you get, the shame is the only one that could price anything out. And now
So,
everybody can.
the booth is packed full of people, and somebody says, how much is that? Hold on, Jane, and they had
I
the
would
phone.
say, I don't know if it's got anything to do with us or not. They probably have one of the busiest booths I've ever seen at a vendor's. They've always got a ton of people in there, tons of people in there. And he's got more people now working. I guess he's got about 8 guys working on bikes now.
Even
And,
that one YouTuber, Hills on Wheels, Hills on 2 Wheels.
yeah, whatever they are. He was there helping them. And so it's
You need an extra pair of hands.
it's just crazy how busy they are. I mean, everybody was. Speeds was the same way. When he was on our channel the other day during the rally, when we first caught up with him, he was already booked all the way up till Saturday, already through the rally. And when he went to this other rally, he had 4 or 5 jobs that were booked in Daytona that couldn't get into Daytona, so they brought their bikes over to Brooksville and had them done there.
That was the only thing that saved him at that rally, I think.
So most of the vendors were really booked up solid and did really good. And even though it rained, you couldn't imagine how much more business most of them would have done if they would have been able to stay open, or if they wouldn't have had the rain to chase people off. But I mean, we were at Rickrak. You couldn't believe on Saturday morning when it's pouring down rain, how many guys pulled up on their bikes. They have lights put on their bikes or whatever, and it's like, those guys are devoted. They really wanted their stuff.
Yep.
Because Rickrak is about the only one that doesn't really take appointments. Well, you can. They do probably 90% of their business is walk up. Somebody walks up and just says, hey, I want light. And people, I've been in there and they spent $10,000 on a set of lights on their bike. Lighted everything up. I'm like, holy crap. There's some of them.
They buy the bike, drive it right across the street to Rickrak and say, I want this, this,
Yeah.
this,
and they did the same thing at Gators and some of the other, not Gators, he doesn't go to Gators, but in Galveston and some of the other places, they'd show me bikes that have like 200 miles on it, and they're in there spending like, well, one guy, he told me one story. This guy went to a dealership, buy a brand new Harley, and he had like, I don't know, $20,000 or something. They wouldn't take that. He could only put $10,000 down on it to finance it. So that's really weird. Why would they? There was a certain amount you could only put so much down if they wanted to finance the rest, I guess. And I said, well, why didn't the guy just send the first payment, the other $10,000 or $15,000? And he's like, it was good for us. The guy walked over here and said, what can I get for $15,000? I got cash in my pocket. And they're like, okay, let's talk. And I'm like, holy crap.
We can fix you up.
Holy crap.
We can get that $15,000 out of your pocket and in
Marie's bandanas, which won't tell you the dollar amount. But I mean, I can't believe the dollar amount of headbands that she sells. It's just unreal. And so which it is, most of the dealers kind of tell us what they're doing and stuff, but I mean, we're not going to tell you anybody's business.
Yeah, they do really well.
And so it's amazing what some of these vendors do. But I mean, some of these you're paying $10,000 to $15,000 sometimes for the spot. Plus you're paying all those guys, and you got the gas, and you got all the, like Rickrak. They rent a house and they all stay in the same house. Which I'm surprised that Shane, I would never stay with all my guys.
Try this one. If you can't get the contact us at bobandtams.com. Try this email. Yeah. I don't know why some people, right, Rex, are you still on?
Well, it ended up being Neil, but didn't have the S on the end.
Oh, it's okay.
And that's what Neil had done.
So
he was trying
that one or this one? It's contact us at bobandtams.com.
Yeah.
Don't forget the S. And then this one's also bobandtams@yahoo.com.
I actually have a Bob and Tam at yahoo.com too. I still get stuff from people on that. Because we messed up on one of the business cards, we put that, and then we really wanted the S on the end. So we actually have like 3 emails that we have now. So some people still send it on the other one, which is fine.
Yeah.
We made them so we could do it. And see, with Yahoo, you can have a lot of trouble with it. And where this one here now, it's a .com. It's in our name. It's our domain. So there's no way. It's a little harder for people to corrupt our emails. Hopefully, time will tell.
Okay. Yeah, that's what we found out, Joe. That they said that he didn't have the S on it. So I don't know if Randy got it. He said he did it and it went through. So I don't know which one he went through it on, but.
So we'll see. And then what I do is anybody that can't get it, you just say that on the Bob and Tams at Yahoo that I couldn't get it. And then what I do is I paste your name back into our contact us, and I send it to you. That way you've got it. Then you can see if it'll bounce back. You can write something back and see if it comes back from that. Follow.
We're about ready to get off.
That's right. We're at that 2
hour.
Goodbye. See you later, alligator. We didn't put the alligator yet. I was gonna put we got to film. We filmed the alligator out here.
And you guys got to find it.
He was going to
and
be
say
in one
if
of
he's
the
in
videos.
or out of the water.
Yeah, it's tricky.
It is a tricky one.
It's based on my judgment.
Yahoo! That's the one you sent it to then? So try it again with the S on the end. Tams. I don't know if that's what it is. Yeah, that one.
And if it's not, we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
But we just got to get emails out to you.
Yeah.
So you give us the information so we can contact you.
So don't forget, if any of you guys got entered into any of the contests, email.
There'll be 30 of you.
Yep. Email us your contact information, your screen name, your real name,
And what prize you want.
what prize you want, your address and your phone number. And then we'll get back to you.
Because we decided this time, normally we just throw everybody's name in the hat for everything. But here we just, if you're not going to Sturgis, well, I might call 10 people saying, oh, I don't want to go to Sturgis. I'm not going. I can't afford it. I can't do this. I can't do that. Like, going. I can't make it. I just can't leave this year.
Or some people are kind of, they don't know yet if they're going to be able to go or not. So if they don't know by April.
Yeah. So but pick something that and what I'm curious is if there's anything that somebody hasn't picked at all. That's the one that I wanted her to do so we can announce that. Say, hey, nobody.
I should be able to do that tomorrow.
Nobody, sexy biker chick, which is some people have already done that.
Yes,
but if there's a chance, let's say there's only 4 people, well, you got a lot better odds, 1 in 4, than in the Buffalo Chip. When I looked the last time, we're up to about 12 in the Buffalo Chip, which is still not bad odds, 1 in 12. So we're not like we're getting hundreds of these.
So you guys got pretty good chance to win.
Yeah, because a lot of you have been in there several times.
Yeah.
If you're a Patreon one, you get a little more chances. It's Patreon. If you're a $25 subscriber, which gets to see the kind of videos, which I got the wrestling one, the oil wrestling. We still got to show that video yet. That'll be coming up. I should be doing that this week or next week. And that you get to see that. And last week was bull riding. And you got to see that for 25, but you get 4 extra shots in that on anything that you sign up for. Like if you say we're here,
4 entries.
You would get 4 plus the one you got today, so that'd be 5. So if you were Patreon and you got in like SJS got in here like 5 times, she'd be 5 times 4, be 20, be 25 times that you would get a drawing into whatever prize that she was wanting. Put it all into one basket. That's great. So you can do that because one person asked us that. Can I keep asking for this, or should I give you this other one? It's whatever you want to put.
Yeah.
If you want to put 100 of them, if you get 100 entries into the cup holder from Chubby Cups, you can do that. You only need 1 to win.
90 now. 90 thumbs up. Don't forget before you leave to give us a thumbs up.
So
right
we're
here.
trying to make this as simple as possible. I know it's not, but we'll figure something out someday. Maybe the next time we do something.
He wants to buy a spinning wheel.
Yeah. Well, we're thinking about that for the one we have at home when we get back. You can buy this roulette wheel. It's just an app. You put on here, and what you do is everybody that comments, like 10 people comment. Those 10 people will get on the wheel, and then you have 1 wheel with everybody's name, 1 wheel for the prize. So you hit it, and it spins, and it would say Rider X. Okay, then we spin the wheel and see what you get, and then it says a cup holder, or you get a hat, or you get whatever, and then that's your prize. And we did that when we first started. We were putting $50 gift cards on other people's sites to get our name up all the time.
Yeah.
That was one of the ways
Because we were sponsored.
Yeah.
And so they would say who it was, and all the
never had
prizes.
to give the $50 gift card. All those people quit doing their lives. Their YouTube channel never got big. We're kind of an exception to a lot of the YouTubers that started about the same time we did. They were more into RVing, but some were in different things.
Yeah. We still see some of them sometimes. Yeah. Oh, Odyssey Wave or Blue Odyssey.
Yeah.
He lives down here, I think, doesn't he?
Yeah, in Florida.
We'll have to see where he's at. All right. He said he's gonna head out because we've been on 2 hours and 13 minutes.
He's only been there like 10 minutes.
No, he's later, guys. Lone Star says.
Art, did you call Mike? You should be calling him and get your passes and figure out when he's going to get there.
And I sent you both of Larry's phone number, so Larry should be able to call Larry, and he should be able to tell you where to pick up your passes.
But you might want to talk to him. Art, you might want to talk to him like the week before the rally. Touch base with him like on Wednesday or Thursday, just to see if, so you make you a timeline of everything you need to know. Like, hey, this is going to happen this day. This is going to be this way, where you can pick and choose what you want to do. Because now they're doing a ride Wednesday or Thursday, they're doing a ride.
He said he's going to be down there
190 loop.
Thursday.
190-mile loop they're going to do. So, I don't know. All
I
right.
originally said 2.5 hours. He said that he should have been in that contest. He had originally said 2.5 hours. Oh, there's
done.
Roberto. Did you get
Yeah,
the?
he wrote thanks.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you got that then. Just send me an invite to meet Bob and Tam. Just send me. All right. Did you email us? All right. And we will try to meet up with you in Leesburg. Goodness.
We're a big one.
Neil, your stream yesterday with the midget wrestling started after the instructions on what to do and look for. I seen Bob behind the bikini girl, so I posted that. All right. Are we done?
Yes.
All right. So thanks for coming along today. Thanks for playing. We wish you all luck in our giveaway. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. Think about Patreon. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications. And we'll see you on the next video.
And staying all the way to the end now, where the next couple videos coming up is not going to have the clue there. You're going to have to watch the short either right before or right after the video came out, right before the video comes out. It'll say, hey, for today's video that is on Sons of Speed, tell us this. And then you watch the video and you tell us that. So the clues won't be on the video. The reason I'm doing it that way is because people's going to watch these videos down the road, and I just don't want people thinking they're going to win prizes for the next 10 years.
People be watching us that long.
Well, but there's people you can make money
Take care.
forever.
Thanks, Polly P.
So we thank
Be
everybody.
safe.
Appreciate everybody. And at that, if all goes well, we'll have a live on Sunday, but we're moving Saturday. So we just have to see where the internet is. We're going to be down by Fort Myers. We should have internet because we're moving on Friday. So we should have plenty of time to find a place for internet. Hopefully we can maybe do it in the RV.
We're leaving Sunday, the 27th.
We're still going to try to do it live on Sunday.
It might be a little later in the
It'll probably
afternoon.
be this time.
Yeah.
7 o'clock. Go back to later time.
Anyway.
Okay.
Bye.
See you later. Gotta click it one more time. There it goes. Bye.